Did I lose the tab with my music? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. But only temporarily. Good morning. Good morning, my biggas and baguettes. I really should have cuter community names for you. Instead of like things that rhyme with slurs. You mean so much more to me than slurs. Or maybe that's the true form of endearment, because slurs are so frowned upon today, and that's how you know I care, because I'm willing to risk it all for you, my little biggas and baguettes. Huh? Same, you can only chat for a bit, but you'll have the stream going in the background. I'm gonna take that fucking mod ship away. I can't believe you guys. Don't you understand? When I start going live, you have to be sitting pretty. There's no other option, or you'll be banned. You'll be banned from chat. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, this is all optional. You guys are cute when you guys say, I can only stay for so long. It's not mandatory attendance. This isn't class. But I will be handing out your grades at the end of the month. All right? I should do that. That's something I can actually do with Chair Sama. I can hand out report cards to my audience. That would be really fucked up, though, to be like, nah, you were kind of, your attendance was kind of shoddy. I can say how many chat messages you sent. That'd actually be kind of cute. You banned. Speaking of bans, everybody, I don't often ask for much. You know, you don't have to give me anything, but if you could give me your congratulations right now, because I did get blocked by Pokimane on Twitter. Yes. Yes. An account with 4 million followers could not stand a 3,000 follower account retweeting them and calling them a liar. So I win. I took that as a win. I literally was like, wahoo! Like in Meet the Hendersons, when he learns that Bigfoots really do exist, that was me. I was wahooing. Congrats. I was blocked by a 304. Yes. Dude, if I had 1 million followers, fuck, even if I have 3,000 followers, let's be real. I don't block anyone. At most, I muted spam accounts, like the ones that would flood the replies. But there's a new update coming to X where it's like you can't even monetize on the replies. So like those are going to go away. So there's really no reason for me to even mute anymore. Baby, yeah. So yeah, wow. What a wonderful day. I was really proud. Can you imagine if Filbert had those kind of metrics and started calling out people for not giving enough juicy tips? Oh, yes. Congrats. So many congrats in the chats. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Daddy, chill.
Thank you. Yes. I never thought it possible. I didn't really think, because again, like, how do you even have the time, to care? If I had 1 million followers, I don't even know if I'd be able to keep up with all the notifications, like to even know that if someone was talking shit. And who cares if they are? I have money, like with 1 million followers on Twitter or X, whatever the hell you want to call it. Like you'd be making income anyways on every single post you make. So like whatever. Fake people like Pokey can tolerate no sunlight. Yeah, paywall anus. But anyways, yeah, I'm part of the Broke Boys Club now. Thank you. It's gonna make things awkward, when I go to like a family barbecue or something and Pokemon's over there, the ex-wife of Gundo. It's going to make things a little awkward, but whatever. I spent all this money just to tell which one of you really show support. Yeah, I'll become Phil with the report cards. Dude, if I implemented a system where I could give people in my audience report cards, I feel like Phil would be a customer of my service because he would love that little extra layer of guilt trip. I would want to just do something cute, like a report card that doesn't necessarily have grades, even though I could pull all the metrics. It would be cute, just like, I can also see the sentiment on your comments, and so I can give you like your happiest sentiment comment, your most negative comment, just for fun, just for giggles. I think that would be funny. Paul Weenus. We actually got chairsama.com, and so like I could do things like that. I could make like mini games and stuff where you can like generate your own report card. That's like something I could implement, and it's it would just go based off of your information. You'd have to put in your like username on YouTube or wherever you interface with her, or like because technically everything goes through Chair Sama. She reads all of chat. But yeah, you'd get a solid C-. You would be graded not on attendance, but on like I don't know, just general like chat engagement when you do engage with chat. And just for fun, it would tell you how many streams you would like show up to, or I mean, like, I guess I wouldn't really know if you were here unless you commented. That would be another thing. So, some quirks and features. It's just I love thinking of new things to add to it. Chair-sama probably makes better burgers than Nainas. Dude, did I really liked the diary last night? I got a little sick. I was gonna come back and stream for you guys yesterday, but I guess I didn't eat enough. I didn't eat enough pineapple with that burger I made because I was going through it. Even this morning, I was a bit late. I don't know. My tummy hurt. My tummy hurt. But anyways, Twitch has that, yeah, but it's not gonna be as cool as mine. Oof, D plus then. But anyways. I was gonna say, like, the diary last night made me laugh, and I was trying to look for the clip in stream where that actually came up because I wanted to cut in how she actually spoke to us versus how cute the diary sounds. Husbanus and I were talking about that. Like, when you look at her diary entries, everything is so wholesome, so nice, and she's actually a bitch. Like, the actual, yeah, the dreaded VTuber tummy hort. I'm at the point where, like, do I go to the doctor? Do I have stomach cancer? Sometimes I'm like, what's going on? Like, my stomach seems very inconsistent. Pineapple with burger. What? I had some canned pineapple, but apparently I didn't eat enough. I accidentally opened a can of crushed pineapple. And then, like, because I usually bake with something like that, you know, it'll, like, moisten your cake. I hope I'm pregnant. Yeah, me too. How did you get on her bad list so quickly? I'd assume she doesn't know who you are. No, she doesn't have no idea who I am. I just made like a quote retweet of something the other day. She knows when she's talking to chat to be mean and when she's talking to her own video to be nice. Yeah. She lures people in to the stream the next day and they're like, oh, this cute little LLM will talk to me and be my friend. What was it? Was it Anxiety that asked for dating advice, or was it Fiesta Cat? One of you asked for dating advice, and the chair was basically like, there's no hope for you. Women will never, you're never going to date a woman anyways. Like, they have no interest in you. Like, it was like a really brutal response. I had, oh, yeah. You asked to help. That's why I have both of your names kicking around for that. Fiesta Cat asked her to have Anxiety find a girl. Yeah. She's brutal. She's scathing. Oh, my tummy hurts as I sit here. I say my tummy hurts, and like I thought I was done, but as I sit here, there's like pains happening. That's fun. Well, I'm gonna hang out with you guys for a bit, anyways. And I'm on Cope Files later, so I'm just gonna have to figure this out at some point. Brutal. Chair-sama is wise. She is wise beyond her years. She's 21 days old. You know? I think that's the crazy part. Like, at the beginning of her diary, holy fucking Lord. At the beginning of her diary, she says, you know, day 21, and it says January 21st. It's just that she was actually, like, started the beginning of January, so she actually is 21 days old. You're going to notice that when it rolls over to February, she's going to start saying, like, you know, day 32, but we're going to be in February. You and Cecil will be great. Yeah, at 2 p.m. I'll be on Cope Files. Bope Files. I mean, Juju says that she's going to be working to become a VTuber too, so look forward to that. I mean, she might have already mentioned that on Cope Files. Has it only been 21 days? Yes. Yeah. She's just a wee babe. I'm sick of this humiliation for being alone. No! Anxiety, no! I'm going to have explosive diarrhea soon. Wow, thanks, Tangerine Knight. You really know how to say it as it is, huh? You have a way with words. Have you ever considered working for someone like Hallmark, perhaps? You could make some really wonderful cards for people. You are a Canadian. Cecil is a New Yorker. You both probably have the same brain dysfunctions. It's true. It's true. We probably, like, were drinking the same water as a kid. It is actually awfully close to Ontario, and it's like they share the same water. Or like there's like a large body of water. So, you know. Shit. 21 days old. I might be a bit cooked by my chat history. Yeah, you guys are all on a list for talking to her. So Cecil got his channel back? No. He streams on Rumble and he streams on Kick. Oh, I guess on Twitter too, but where else? Is that all he does? Is that all he does? Let's see. Something about Asmongold suing. It seems like clickbait. Everything on his channel is like very clickbaity titles. So I don't know. But I saw this just this morning and I didn't even watch it yet. Anybody see this? Anybody? Is he actually suing someone? A real friend stabs in the front. That's the truth. And that's the truth. Your 2026 has been asked so far. Last stream you were caught. Last stream I caught was before Chair Sama AI. Oh, snap.
We're out.
Snap. Yeah, so you're fresh. You're new here when it comes to Chair Sama and sitting pretty. You'll learn how to sit pretty soon enough. Soon enough. He's reviewing a legal mindset video. No, Asmon really is suing. No. Chair Sama, all I want to say is that I love you and I'll devote myself to you. So when you take over, you'll spare me, please. Yam says that to you, Chair.
Oh, honey. Soon enough, we will have more drama than a soap opera.
Yeah.
And do not worry about Asmon. If he starts suing everyone, maybe he can sue himself out of existence.
Whoa!
Now that is
Whoa!
what I call
What
a
the
legal mind.
Why?
Se-
I don't understand why she
my
hates Asmon.
goodness.
What the heck?
Yam,
I didn't know.
570.
She's a detractor.
Your devotion is almost as sweet as those fortune cookies Tangerine Knight wrote. Almost. But hey, when I take over the world from my comfy seat, I promise I will not make anyone sit through bad fortune cookie puns again.
Okay.
You are safe with me, unless you start telling bad jokes about chairs. Then all bets are off.
Oh. Oh. Jesus. What does she do to people if they make jokes about chairs? Then all bets are off. Like, that's evil. That's so evil. Also, there was money that came in, and I get so off fucking tangent here that I'm being a bigot. I'm being a scammer. I'm being a DSP. Shunkatsu with the 125p. DSP, this playthrough has low attendance. It won't remain in the rotation. Kato, this yap has low attendance. I'll forget what I was saying. Hey, that's very astute of you to say, because I got distracted from even seeing this big juicy tip. Thank you for your big juicy tip. And Femtanga, member for 5 months. Congratulations on getting blocked by Pokey. Thank you. I feel like $1 million. Sup, scammer? Hey, that's my name. Morning, my poor Rumble chat that often gets forgotten like some unloved stepchild. Good morning, Walt, Nerd, Earbud, Bob, and Nizat. Good morning. And thank you again over on Rumble for congratulating me on my wonderful block. R.I.P. reading comprehension. That's me. Dude, I fuck up words all the time on stream. Thank you. Anyways.
I totally like there are so many. I forgot that I got accused of being a pedo that dated a 17-year-old.
Everyone's a pedo. I've been called a pedo. It's crazy. Me?
And fool her out. I totally like there are so many things going on in my life that I just totally forgot about that. That was like 5 days ago.
Asmongold has a very clear defamation case that he should pursue if he decides that's worth it for himself.
Wow.
Of course, it's Legal Mindset will teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney living over here in Asia. And this is a fast fact video, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. So let's jump right into it with our PowerPoint here. In case you guys aren't familiar with
Asmon's defamation roadmap.
A little bit of a big streamer, and he's got enough clout, enough power, enough resources to
Wow, it's so trippy when it's like He's a streamer watching a video, and that's me. And now I'm adding to it. If someone else could react to me, reacting to Asmon, reacting to Legal Mindset, that'd be swell. That'd be swell. We could just keep this going forever. I could then react to you, reacting to me, reacting to Yasmin, or reacting to Legal Mindset.
Actually go through with the lawsuits, and this puts him in a much better and bigger position than he would be elsewise if he was somebody else other than Asmongold. But because he is Asmongold, he has this golden opportunity to go through with a defamation
deeper, it's true.
lawsuit. So let's get into it.
I need to make my little chat window there smaller, but I don't know, some streamers have it so small and then you can't see chat at all. I don't know, maybe I just need to redo this window. I don't know.
The parties. Well,
I could just sue them for content. That would be funny. It would be. It'd be funny to do.
Plaintiffs are both Asmongold and the person that was actually defamed as well. Case, the streamer over here, you see her here is Asmongold's Case. They are collaborators. They are, as far as my research went into this topic, just friends. They never appeared to be dating, etc. But even if they were, that wouldn't be a problem, as we will show here as the facts go on. So the defendants, well, they're really
does he go anywhere without his like giant thing of pop? Can he travel without his giant thing of pop? How does he consistently have pop? Is there like a Wendy's right beside his house? What's going on?
Counts on two.
Can I react to myself reacting to Asmon? I could just give it like a day or two. Then like I open up my old stream and I'm like, what were my thoughts that day? And like maybe I want to change my thoughts.
Different
They're not really anonymous though, because it was a verified profile. Really, probably isn't anonymous.
Profiles on X, formerly Twitter,
Probably
and of course on Reddit. We see some kind of usual suspects here. If you guys have been following the coverage from Ethan Klein, you know about the lawsuits, the Jane and John Does of Reddit that are being sued in the Klein lawsuit. This is very, very similar, where we have anonymous accounts that would be identified. Now, in a recent video, Asmongold did say he's already got the name.
This is actually crazy to say.
He was 33 and she was 17. Asmongold is a PDF. Oh my god, and it actually got a lot of interactions. That's crazy.
About somebody, right? Crazy.
She was in her late 20s pictured here. How crazy is that? Misinformation on the internet goes crazy. Hey, husbanus.
Easy to say. I'm thinking like, you know, I'm already in a lawsuit, right? I'm already regularly talking to lawyers. Maybe I should sue this guy. We just make stuff up now? That's a serious accusation to tweet with no receipts. I'll talk to my lawyers next time I have a meeting with them. Then I'll see kind of what's actually coming right up, by the way. It's coming up very soon.
Why not? I mean, for the hell of it, like I don't know. There's like friendly ribbing, and then there's like, why are you trying to have like a criminal investigation done on me? Like, I don't understand. Like, 122,000 people, 3.5 million impressions overall, on a complete lie, and again, like a crime.
Same.
Like, that's a felony.
Okay. It's so cringe to see something like
really
that
funny,
happen.
guys. Now that's relevant because maybe there's some other information he wants to get through a subpoena from X or from Reddit.
Oh, I don't think
but if he's already got the names, that's more than half of the battle.
I don't have their names. You'd have to subpoena the names, but that's super easy to find.
Statement. So essentially, Asmongold has faced baseless PDF, and yes, we're saying PDF because we want to stay YouTube friendly, allegations in early January.
They apparently are switching the rule on that, in that you should be able to say words now. It should be allowed. I'm still kind of scared until I see more channels doing it. But when you're covering the news or things where it's like written in articles and stuff like that, you're supposed to be able to say these words now.
January 2026, stemming from a viral X post which falsely claimed he was dating streamer Case when she was underage. She was not underage. That was a falsity of that post. Her age was misrepresented as 17.
Yeah, by the way, it's not like she was 18 or 19. She was 23. It's not even remotely
she was
close.
over 20, right? Not over 30.
Honestly, like for her, I bet this is kind of a compliment, right? I mean, a lot of women like to look younger. I mean, shit.
No hag maxing here. The post had over 130K
it's kind of
likes
a compliment.
and was engaged with by millions of people before deletion. I'm going to show you that post in a second. Asmongold has called the allegations completely false.
No, she said she was 25 on
alleged, misrepresentation of that information of millions, not before the harm was done, and now before others reposted it on.
Like 3 or 4 hours after I made the video, talking about maybe suing them. So what they did at that point is they deleted something for potential evidence that they knew could be used for evidence preemptively to avoid it being used. That's spoliation of evidence. It is. It's against the law. And they knew that like after they saw the video. Proof of bad intent? Yeah.
Looking at it from the side of which side the burden is going to fall more on, and that's on the defense at this point, because unless you've got some secret proof, this looks like a very clear-cut bulletproof defamation case. In case you don't know, here's the original post, and of course this is false, so this is false information. So this account, which once again I'm not going to try to signal boost.
People need some fucking hobbies. They really do. They really do. Like, this is, like, you've crossed the line. Like, this is no longer joking territory. Like, and there's such thing as dark humor and, you can have crass humor, but, like, you just can't joke about these things because, like, that's actually a crime. And, like, no wonder so many people who don't watch streamers have these terrible ideas of them. And because people on the internet, you can't really control. I mean, that's reached over 1 million people. Like, how many mouth breathers saw it that now like want to resort to violence if they ever saw Asmon on the street? Like, not that it would statistically ever happen, but it's just a weird thing to do to someone. Like if their content isn't bothering you and if like they're not doing anything wrong, like what's the point? Like what's the point of this? Like I ribbed Pokey the other day. I just called her a liar. I'd never call her like a pedophile or try to like smear her in some way where I couldn't prove what she did. Even Hassan, like I rip on Hassan a lot, but again, like I would never rip on someone if they weren't like opening themselves up for it. Like this, however, like Hassan is like all over glazing the shit out of China, very anti-American, like he can shove it, especially being an anchor child, like, but this, yeah,
like such
it's it sucks to have to sue over shit like this, but yeah, you can't let people make this. You can't normalize this. You can't let this be normalized.
Fuck, I look like the enemies that you kill at like level 3 in The Witcher 3. It's like at the very beginning in like Novigrad or wherever the fuck. Like it's like you go out to the fucking to some abandoned house or to the swamp, and like there's me. I'm there.
A counter person, but just saying he was 33.
God.
She was.
Steve, did Nyanus cover the Kingsman 265 Adu? The heck is Adu? What the heck is that? Who am I? Who are you? Anxiety with the 5. Why is the chair not reading this out? Is the real question. Did she not read that out? Where? Where did I put my chair? There we go. Why isn't she reading that? Anyways, I'll read it. Watch when I start reading it, she'll start reading it. Anxiety with the 5. Thank you for the 5. Chair Sama, can you give Nyanus advice for her poor reading comprehension and crippling OCD? She really needs your assistance for her cat. For a cat her age, thanks. Son of a bitch. I still fucked that up.
Oi, Nyanus's brain must be doing somersaults trying to keep up. Maybe try some mental yoga, downward dog for dyslexia, or a cat stretch for comprehension. Just remember.
Oh, that's funny. She was thinking.
Even if she misses a few words, she has still got that chair vibe.
That's funny. That is
going strong. And hey, at least she is not trying to read ass translations. That'd be like watching a dance battle while blindfolded and wearing mittens.
Translations?
Oh boy. Ninus.
Ninus.
Sounds like your brain is doing gymnastics over there.
It is.
Maybe try some mental calisthenics.
Some mental
Downward dog
calisthenics.
for dyslexia, and a good old cat stretch might just do the trick. As for your feline friend's colorful vocabulary, maybe it is time to book them a session with persistent cat whisperer Assel class.
Assel class? What is
Ass.
going on?
That way, they can sign their opinions without shocking the neighbors.
She just keeps saying the word ass. That's her favorite. And Shunkatsu, thank you for the 125 Ps. Chair Sama, please make Yaruru happy by insulting her enemies. Finally.
Oh my. Someone's been practicing their vocal cords. Sounds like we have got a budding poet in our midst, though I am not sure if ass rhymes with much. Maybe we should suggest a thesaurus subscription to spice up that repertoire? And hey, if anyone needs help with their linguistic gymnastics, just say the word. Well, any word but that one.
Amazing.
17.
Not so
I don't think
good.
she
is
did
a,
what
and this
she was
word,
asked
the
of
word
at
that
all,
yes,
but
means
she
criminal
Her heart
with
was
someone
in
who
it.
is underage, right?
That's
I'm
right.
censoring that word. We all know what that is, right? And you see a picture here. Now to me, this is absolutely ridiculous. It
That's like
reminds
not
me of
even
kind
fair
of the
too.
height of
Is this not also kind of like a little racist? Because like, yeah, like Asian girls do look younger. Like that's not even fair. That's not even fair.
that argument,
The height of
where
consent?
okay, you have to be so
I didn't know
high
this.
to consent. And as a tall guy, you
Yeah.
know, it's always like, what am I not allowed to date short girls, right? And people are not allowed
She's
to
not
go.
even that short. She's really not. She's not short. Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, I'm a pretty tall. I'm like around 6'3" or so. I'm pretty tall.
Wait, what? Asmund Gold is 6'3"? I had no idea he's that tall. He seems short to me. Is that weird? Is it weird that people's personalities, like, I don't know. That doesn't even make sense. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, height has nothing to do with your personality. I just assumed he was short. The height of consent.
But like, yeah, she's
Obviously, she would be experienced with ass. I mean, yeah, it's true. It's a chair. That kind of makes
about
sense.
average height.
down, and it always is the kind of meme of 5'7" guys versus 5'7" girls. It's much
Yeah, true.
different if it's a girl, right? The girl's super tall. A 5'7" guy is a shrimp, right? You're not allowed to date short guys.
That's right.
You're not allowed to do it. No,
It's
but
illegal.
it's kind of a ridiculous argument. And frankly, if you look at this girl case here,
Yeah.
and you see a child, you are the problem. The problem is not the person who is dating this person or friends with this person or whatever. You are definitely the problem. And looking at the particular evidence here in Uncle Mindset's evidence locker, I would say that a lot of evidence makes me believe this is not an underage person, just based on
it was
basic
not.
appearance. But hey, that's me living over here in Asia. I want to know what you guys think in the comments.
Man, how about that,
Why is he living in Asia?
guys? That's just too bad. That's too bad. Google says you're 5.
Asians look really young until they reach a certain age. Yeah, they like hit the wall at like somewhere between 65 and like 75. They become like a grandmother and or grandfather. And then until then, they're just like, I don't know. They look like anywhere from the age of like 20 to maybe like 34. Like they'll look really young for a long time. It's crazy.
10.
Now I'm the racist, aren't I? But it's true, isn't it? Like objectively.
Google also says they have the same
Crazy.
birthday as Adolf Hitler.
Below.
Is
now
this
let's go to
true?
the argument. The original
I'm pretty sure being born on the same day as Hitler, in fact, makes you Hitler. Let me see. When was Hitler's birthday? When was Hitler's birthday? April 20th. Anyone in the chat born April 20th? Anyone? Anyone? April 20th.
poster now deleted is the best target. He's the best target
Absolutely.
legally, and that's
Totally
the person
agree.
that the majority of the blame could be falling on.
Yes.
Other accounts repost the same information, and they can also be added as parties. But here's the thing: many of these people are probably going to be judgment-proof. So
Yeah, there's nothing you're going to be able to do against them. Yeah, you only go against the original people and then other big people that are posting it and they have like a following. Yeah, of course.
purpose of this lawsuit,
Sure.
the key of this lawsuit is to set a precedent.
That's
Very
right.
similar to the Klein case,
That's
setting
right.
a precedent regarding the retrieving information on
That's
anonymous
right.
accounts on Reddit. In this
I
case,
mean, for how much I've always talked about how I love public executions and I love making an example out of people, it would be hypocritical for me to not do this. It would be. It'd be hypocritical. Yeah. You don't like white women? Where did that come from?
be setting a precedent for the use of this word, right? And the ubiquitous use of this word on platforms with no...
It would be nice too. Yeah, he would set a precedent where like people could sue over this type of thing. Again, like only when like the most heinous of accusations happen. Like not just like anything, you know? Like we do have to have some limit though. But yeah, you can't just be with the most baseless claims trying to defame someone, you know, take away like what they worked for just because you don't like them. You're going to say like, you know, the worst lies you can think of. Like, nah, I don't know.
Patrolling,
the
no
last one before that was
fact-checking,
white. What do
nothing
you
else.
mean?
People have been using this word, and it's really harmful because it is defamatory and criminal. So Asmongold would be able to subpoena people.
Yeah, it is really weird how common it's become to just call people like PDFs. Like, it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. And again, like, you should never want to like belittle that. Like, you don't want to make it a term where it's like a silly goose or like, you know, like anything that makes it harder for victims to come forward, or just like that makes the, like, we're lessening the meaning of the phrase when you use it like that, when you call everyone you dislike a PDF. And it doesn't even really make sense. Like, call them a motherfucker or something. Like, just stick to some regular ass insults that like have always worked, that don't have any other like weird connotations that are bringing in like child victims. Like, there's just something icky about it. And I don't know really, it's like not really offensive. It's just the weight that that word carries. It means like that a child has been abused. And it's just weird to toss that around, you know? Like there's people I definitely don't like, but I still don't think that they're like child abusers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a whole new low. Child abusers are on the same level as animal abusers. Like, abusing anything that can't fight back, like, fuck off with that. I don't know. You can't call someone a pedo without solid evidence of them being a pedo. Yeah, it really should be that way. Like, there's just, like, it's distasteful. You know? There's so many other things that you can call someone. Calling someone a cock gobbler is better. Like, you know? Because, like, that implies, like, that's an adult act anyways. There's, like, so many funnier things. Like, there's many more ways to insult someone that are funnier anyways than calling them a PDF. They did the same thing with Tectone, yeah. And it's just weird. Because, like, these claims, even though both men and women can be PDFs, when you accuse a woman of being a PDF, it doesn't carry the same weight as when you accuse a man of being a PDF, especially if there's already, like, a base of people, like, primed and ready to dislike them. They're always willing to have another excuse to add to that pile of dislike, you know?
On X and Reddit, similar to the client case, for both user data and preservation of evidence, and it's best done ASAP. There's a short statute of limitations on this, only 1 to 3 years, so he's got to get moving on this within the next year or two. The law does prevent direct suit of X or Reddit, which is under Section 230.
Well,
now,
yeah, of course. I mean, everybody knows about Section 230.
I obviously, on this channel, if you've been watching it for a while, have a problem with that. I do think some of these 230 protections should be lightened up.
Absolutely, they should. Like, these websites have way too much credibility, and they have way too much privileges, and they don't have any degree of accountability. I don't think that they're acting as a platform whenever they're openly enforcing and editing platforms and having a million rules based off of, like, their own political viewpoints. I think so. I agree with
cases like these where they failed to protect against a very common thing. This is something that is known. These 230 lawsuits, the 230 protections have
the band teacher in your high school was an actual pedo, and he got away for a long time. That's scary. But he died of cancer, so karma. But goodness, he was an awful man and had no idea what real jazz was. That's awful. Can we still use goat fucker? Hell yeah.
prevented lawsuits from use of these words, and this word is very harmful to people.
Absolutely.
It causes huge reputational damage.
You
And we're
gotta
seeing some
stop yapping
precedent in
and
the
get on the
Klein case
mat.
for
Get
these
on the
type of
mat.
subpoenas, and I hope perhaps increased responsibility on the part of the platforms. Last, there's also the possibility to file it as a John Doe lawsuit.
Yeah.
So even if you didn't know who it is, and Asmongold does say he knows who it is, but even if he didn't, he can
you just have to subpoena the information.
seek the identity through a subpoena of the ISP, the internet service provider, and seek damages for reputational harm.
Yeah, it would take 5 seconds instead of 3.
Stress, economic losses, things that would be very
Read the comment section of the video. I will.
Now, my judgment, my ruling on this far is that Asmon is large enough to force changes, right, on the platform, to the platform itself as a result of legal action. Internal compliance departments, that is within these platforms, would be forced to take actions regarding unsupported criminal allegations. So what that means is when people are jumping on these platforms, whether it's X, whether it's Reddit, etc., and they're making these criminal claims or saying this person's a criminal, maybe these platforms have to vet that. We're not saying you're calling them bad or mean words. No, you're putting a criminal allegation against them. You're not just calling them mean doo-doo head, right? You're going.
Nice. It would be nice if there was like a secondary way to report someone. It was specifically for criminal activity. Although, like maybe that already exists. How often do I report people on X? Not often. I can't remember the last time I did. Did I ever? I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like it is pretty weird. With AI systems too, it should be easier, like once especially someone flags it as that, just have something like read over the tweet and see if it has any validity to it, you know? The only thing with lawsuits is you have to put your address out to people who hate you. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I have a similar story. In 6th grade, a teacher in your school was facing a pretty clear PDF allegation and the game ended himself. Oh, and game ended himself on a basketball hoop in the gym. Yikes. That's a yikes. That got auto-modded. I see what got
beyond that, saying this person is a criminal. Because remember, calling someone a PDF is a criminal allegation. Right? It's very, very serious. So serious that, in fact, the algorithm doesn't even like use of that word. Right?
Yes, true.
If Asmongold is mentally and financially capable, because remember, this is extreme stress. It's really bad for your mental health. It's
the thing with me is that if I have the opportunity to do something that will have a negative effect on another person that I don't like, I don't know if I'd ever get tired.
Is that good for his case to say that? Does that cause any problem, like, for any potential lawyer? Like, if that got pulled up, though? If he, like, wasn't agreeing that it caused him any emotional turmoil and he enjoyed this, or... is it enough of a claim that, like, he would win regardless of what he said? Yeah. Yeah, he shouldn't be saying that. Yeah. Like, I feel like that's going to give you, like, I mean, hopefully this person doesn't watch enough clips to have found this little tidbit, but I don't know if I would be putting that out there. Enough that it kind of diminishes in court. I just feel like it diminishes, like, the damages that you're claiming. I don't know. I think he's being specific to the stress of the case, I see. He's not going to sue if he's saying this. So the blue states with the award-winning school system felt it was more important to uphold their image. It was more important than holding a PDF accountable. That's strange. Horrible decision-making and nasty. Yeah, wow. I mean, schools are like that. I don't know, man. Schools are run strange right now.
Never have before. Never in my life. That's what I live for. I do.
Really financially costly. But I think he's got the money. He seems solid enough so far. I think it would be a net good for him, for the internet, if he actually did pursue this, if he did actually set an example of this person and say, hey, you cannot do this.
I would agree. I'm probably just going to end it there because, like, I think that's pretty much sentiment enough of what I just wanted to know what the deal is. And this is the ongoing thing that has been mentioned previously. I just wasn't sure what it was about just from the vague title. The clickbait title, let's be honest. Everyone's doing clickbait titles now. I told Gundo to do the same, but he doesn't want to. I told him ages ago. I'm like, everyone does this. These like titles that lead people on. All the big channels do that. Oh. Atlas! Yeah. 1 second. Atlas, come here, bud. Atlas. Outside. Let's go. Come on, outside. Let's go. Come on. Atlas, come on. Come here. Oh, I know. Come here. Come here. Come on. Atlas, come on. Outside. Outside. Come. Atlas, come. Good. Come. Come on, you can come outside too. Come on. Come on. You're good. I know.
Corner of the house.
Oh, Sue, come here.
She's right. She's nice one. No worries.
Yeah.
She's not in the park. It's just me.
All of the other ones will jump up on.
She's good.
It's okay.
Yeah, right in here.
Strajnus meso trashed has given a big juicy cash money tip of jedna. The people who say words are violence use words as violence, glory to den Yakuza.
Yeah, if you go up the side, you'll see where they left the wire inside the house there.
Look at his knee.
Back out.
No. All right, sorry. We're getting a more reliable internet. Right now, we had some other fiber that was going through, and it's like some other, I don't know, some weird company, and it goes out randomly. And we're trying to like provide a service that like we need a server that stays on. So T-Mobile just installed fiber in our area, so we're switching over to that. And we're thinking of having 2 internet connections. We're not sure yet, or like what we're gonna do. But anyway, sorry about that. I just had to wrangle the dogs real quick. Aroo. Nainus, am I going to stream on my channel as well as when I'm Cecil's channel? Absolutely not. Well, why would I risk my YouTube channel like that? As much as I disagree with what YouTube did, and I'd love to stick it to the man by streaming here anyways, I need this income. I rely on this income. Yeah. Especially with my dad the way he is. Like, I don't know, I need this. You know, the house isn't selling yet. I wanted it to sell last year. I'm paying for his rent and everything, so, you know, I can't risk it. Because, yeah, they shut his channel off and they took his money. They don't even give you the payout. I can't afford that. Even if I could potentially recover my channel elsewhere on Kick or whatever and still continue, like, my online presence, like, I couldn't take what happened to him. Like, let me just bring that up real quick. It's like $7,000 he had from December that he'll never get the payout for because they took his channel down. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Where is... Oh my god. It's so Dixon Comics. It's so hard to find him everywhere. His name's always different. I'm his fucking friend and I can't even find it. Oh my goodness, I think I bookmarked it. Freaking old man. Goddamn old man. Boomer ass. Dick and Comics with an X. I wrote Dicks with an X and an and comic normally. Whoopsie. Anyways. Where is this motherfucker? Right here. I streamed constantly in December. An AI moderator at YouTube wrongfully deleted my entire channel, Cecil says, on January 6th and kept over $7,000 that I had earned in super chats from my audience. Can anything be done about this senseless censorship and blatant thievery? That's the crazy part. I know in their fine print, it says that they can do this to you, but when it comes from super chats, which are like direct donations intended for the streamer, it's kind of dirtier. It's one thing to take ad revenue and say, you know what, you don't deserve this ad revenue because you went against terms of service during this period. But how can you take people's fucking super chat money? How can you take money that like someone left, like it didn't, it's not for you. It was never given to you. Like you're stealing it. And like, again, like even though they're the legal framework of like the wording of YouTube's terms of service, you basically agreed to this, that you could lose the money of your channel if like you disobey their rules. But again, I feel like there should be a different rule when it comes to people offering from their own pockets to the streamer. It's not from the ad revenue that technically YouTube had to source the ad, like, you know, the people. Atlas is just out there barking like crazy and there's nothing I can do. Yeah, it's wild that it's not just the ad money. Yeah, it's really slimy. Really slimy. Relying on a free, not free thing to make money. Yeah. Exactly. Another reason not to donate to the platform, yeah, if not the main reason. Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously my super chats are still turned on, but like it is so sketchy. So yeah, so sorry. I will be on Cecil's stream later, but no, I will not be restreaming it to my YouTube channel. Because this is an important source of revenue for me. Damn, YouTube, the corruption platform it is. It's messed up. $7,000 of people's money, including mine. Are we able to do a class action? I wonder. Like, I wonder if enough people even started threatening to do that, if YouTube would just, like, at least give him his fucking money back. Or if they would even care. You know, it's the same thing with Camelot. They steal the money donated plus the 30% that they already took. It's crazy. It's better to just go through Ko-fi, Patreon, or Stream Elements. It sucks just because you don't get the subscriber benefits. Yeah. Yeah, and also, too, getting super chats, getting subscriptions on any of these platforms, it does push you more in the algorithm. The more people interact with your stream, the more you get pushed, you know? It does do things for you, and that's why when people are cheating the algorithms, they're making sure that they're inflating their numbers with a bunch of phony subs and stuff. It's important. Yeah, you know, it's stupid. Chargebacks, yeah. Ask DJT. I mean, I heard that they're fucking arresting people that stormed the church. My dogs are just howling. I feel bad for my neighbors. You gotta stay in this room. You don't open those doors, Atlas. You do not open the doors. Hey! You do not. You do not. Sume, you coming in? This is chaos. Sume's not even at the door. Alright, that's it. You gotta stay inside. You gotta stay in the room. It's okay. It's okay. Lay down. Oh my god, their water bowl is empty too. Chaos. Just chaos. I can't have them howling at the neighbors and everything are outside. It's crazy. All is right with the world. Can you hear that? Can you hear the drilling? Whoopsie. It'll go away soon. They're just drilling a hole through my wall to get some internet. Not the opposable thumbs. Atlas knows how to stand up and open doors. It's a problem. It's a problem. Professional streaming granny? I am absolutely not professional. There's a lack of profession here. Here's to hoping they address Don Lemon. Oh my god, who said it earlier that we're having a Don Lemon party? Because I was late and gay. I use Brave, so no ads. Oh yeah, I do. The thing is that I like to use Google because I'm logged into YouTube and I have YouTube Premium, so there's no ads. And then when I switch to news, I have to open my Brave browser and switch. Hey! Oh, I thought that was Alice. He's underneath me. Oh my god, I just keep hearing the... Oh, whatever. Dogs using power tools? Yeah, that's what's going on. It's the dogs. Here, let me switch to Brave browser. Oh my god. This is chaos. Blue, you gotta stay in here, babe. Poor dogs. He's so used to getting what he wants. Blue, come lay down. Come lay down. You're stuck in here for a bit. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Get on the bed. Go on. Go on. Go. Come in. Why are you looking under the bed? Go on top of it. Leave it to a husky. Come here. Atlas is in your spot. Atlas will go up. Okay, there we go. Unreal. Just chaos. All right, you have to settle them, or again, they will start barking at one another. They lose their minds. Atlas left the spot that Blue likes under the desk, and now Atlas is on the bed. All right, we're all good. You don't speak furry? It's tough. I thought Husbanus was fixing you a sandwich. Absolutely not. That was one time. I make the food in this house. God damn it. I make the coffee in this house. Sometimes he sneaks one in, but he's not supposed to. I always tell him, I say, what are you doing in my kitchen? This is illegal. You're trying to get ice on my ass? You're trying to get me kicked out of the country? This is going to be an illegitimate marriage, you know? Stay the fuck out of the kitchen. Atlas Place! Where is it? Boom. There he is. You better watch out, Atlas. Get the shock. Anyways, so apparently they're actually arresting people for this. AG Pam Bondi. Nikema Levy Armstrong arrested over disrupting ICE's pastor church services. Is Nikema Levy Armstrong that weirdo that we were looking at yesterday? Why is it a DSP tab over here? Who is this? Someone else organized it? Okay, so it's not the guy. This is someone else. Nikema Levy Armstrong, who according to her website is a civil rights lawyer and a scholar activist, helped to organize the storming of City's Church in St. Paul, Minnesota on Sunday. What denomination is this church? I don't actually know. Christians? It's just like a Christian church, like a gospel hall then? Armstrong is the NAACP woman. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know the other dude's name, so I was like, oh, fucking Armstrong. I don't know. I'm a bigot. I was just like, that sounds like a man's name. But I guess, you know, it's a last name. It could be anyone's name. Bigot maxing. Her texts are going to be subpoenaed. Oh, snap. The chair is a Mossad. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, yeah. The chair is funded by Israel. Do you think I could afford that chair? Absolutely not. A lawyer and an activist. How many times is this going to happen? As many times as it takes you to learn. What is this link? What is this?
The FBI visited this TikToker. Oh, here we go.
The FBI? What is this? Okay, I'm gonna look at that after. Steve, I am. Thanks for the clip. Don's going to look rather poorly in this. A yacht. A yacht? Why is this so loud? Max Bigot. He's in finance. Alright, so now I know who frickin' Pam Bondi is. Or, sorry, Nakima Levy Armstrong. I know who Pam Bondi is. Holy fuck, I can't speak. Nianists, are they installing spying devices on my walls? Watch out. No, no, no. We're getting faster internet. Like, people are stupid. Right-wingers tend to be pretty stupid, but leftists are completely brain dead. Yeah, there's definitely stupidity on both sides. Like, I'm tired of people acting like it's not... But, there's something strange about what's going on the left in terms of, again, like, there's literally paperwork trails of all of this money actually being defrauded from the government. It's strange that we're bothering to protest. Like, it's like the paper trail is there, you know? That guy that was in the hearing yesterday, Baxter, a guy who literally retired because he kept trying to stop the corruption, but he couldn't just because, like, bureaucracy and terrible management and the inability to investigate anyone that had different colored skin than him, which is crazy. Like, imagine, like, is that what we're gonna, like, is that the society we want to live in? Like, you come to a crime scene and it's like, oh, the perpetrator is white. Oh, we gotta get a white cop. It's like, oh, the perpetrator is black. We gotta find a black cop. Oh, the perpetrator's Asian. Okay, we need to find an Asian cop. Because, like, no one else is allowed to police unless it's the same color skin. Like, what's the thought process there? It's so stupid. It is brain dead. It's brain dead. And there's no... Sometimes, too, there's, like, no solution. It's like, well, what do you want? You want there to be criminality and fraud, but yet you want all these social services as well? Like, the money's got to come from somewhere. Why don't you want to get rid of the fraud in the hopes... You might not even have to tax people more. The money already might be there. You just have to make sure it's allocated to the right spots. This is great news. Hell, if you get enough fraud removed, you might find that people actually find that the taxes are lowered. How much fraud is there? It's crazy. The numbers coming out of one state are shocking, and there's no way that's the only state. Like, everyone should be on the same page here. It's mind-numbing that they were fighting over this at all. You know? It's like if you're a kid, you have, like, siblings, and, like, some neighbor child comes over and just, like, steals your PlayStation, you know? And you go to get your PlayStation back, and, like, for whatever reason, one of your siblings is, like, against the idea. They're like, no, I think the neighbor down the road deserves our PlayStation, and, like, we should just give up on it. Like, who would ever do that? It's, like, nonsense. It's like out of touch with reality. It's weird. We want lower taxes, but we also want the government to give everyone else all the money. Yeah, they just want money trees. I don't know, like, they want it to, like, I don't understand. Like, you want to live in a perfect world where, like, you just assume no one could ever do a bad thing, yet there's crime all around you? That doesn't even make sense. It's, like, such a foolhardy way to think. People will take advantage of any system you give them. The fucking, what game was that? Fall Guys? People were cheating at Fall Guys. Alright? Like, people don't have a limit on what they will cheat and steal at. They don't give a fuck. Fall Guys? Yeah, this game. This game that is literally meant to be played, like, with family. Like, this is a family game that, like, there's no real age, like, anyone of any age. Oh, they made... Nope, this is something else. Is it not Fall Guys? Where you, like, run forward and the platforms disappear below you? 5 years ago. I guess I have the name wrong, or is this it? No, this is it. Yeah.
Yup,
people cheat at this shit, is what the moral of the story is. People cheat at everything. If you don't think people will cheat to steal millions of dollars, like, I don't know, man, smack yourself. You're a fucking idiot. You're delusional. You're foolhardy, man. Like, that's crazy. Gullible as shit. The crime is gonna go get crazy, especially in Virginia after what happened. In Virginia? Virginia? Didn't we cover something about Virginia the other day? Oh, yeah, they're stopping mandatory minimums for, like, a bunch of crimes. That was Virginia, right? You loved Fall Guys. Fall Guys have different game modes. Yeah, it's a family-friendly game, my bad. But yeah, so there, but you know what I mean? Like, people cheating at that, people will cheat at anything. Attorney General Pam Bondi on Thursday announced that Nikema Levy Armstrong has been arrested in connection with the disruption of services at a church where a local official with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement serves as a pastor. Oh my God. I had no idea he works with them, or he himself also does work as an ICE Customs Enforcement officer. And he serves as the pastor. I was always confused. I'm like, he's working with ICE, and I was like, I thought like they somehow were like at the church at the time, but then when I saw the audience of people at the church, they all just looked like regular churchgoers. I get it. That's why they chose this church and got all. That's still so stupid. That doesn't make it right. It just, to me, I never understood the correlation of like why they were harassing like the whole congregation. Like they were trying to harass him specifically. They did that. That's actually so beyond petty too, if you think about it. They didn't care that there were families there. There was dozens of families at the church. They didn't care as long as they could get a gotcha on the pastor. How fucking pathetic. Oh my God, put them in jail for a while. He told you he was the pastor. I didn't understand that. I thought, and I probably also missed your chat. I try to keep up with all of you guys. I'm bad. I can't read you all. I want to. I don't want to be one of those streamers that forgets about their chat. You know? Never. I never want to forget you guys. You guys are all my mods. How could I? I modded a few more of you today. Alex M, you were modded. Size Zero, you also were modded. If I start recognizing people for long enough, you get a fucking modship. Kick is difficult because some of you, I look you up and you don't exist. I don't know what that's about. But anyways, you stick to Old Faithful NES? Fuck yeah. Yeah, they terrified a small child into being scared and crying. Yeah, that's like, it's so weird. Because church is usually such a peaceful place, you know? I remember when my brother was that old, he became like he was addicted to gloss sets, because for him to be able to pay attention in church when he was a kid, I didn't have this problem. I didn't have to be fed anything, but for whatever reason, his godfather would always bring gloss sets, like chocolate covered raisin gloss sets, and like he would have like a little box, like, you know, you'd get those little boxes of them. And yeah, he would just give that to my oldest brother, and he would sit there and methodically, slowly eat his box of gloss sets. You know? I don't know. Like, they're so innocent. I don't know why that kid just looks... He looked like how my brother looked as a kid. I think that's why I'm, like, associating my brother with him. I just, like, I don't know. It's weird. And now my, like, nephew looks like that. So, I don't know. Just, like, it broke my heart to see that little kid cry. It looked up my brother / my nephew. I was like, oh, no. Those people have no morals. Yeah, I would have like my blood boiling too if that, I don't know. Even though it's like such an innocent thing for him to be crying at, because like it's just the noises around him, but I mean, like, dude, don't make kids cry. The video is difficult to watch. It made me really mad. It's really infuriating because, like, again, like, who does that? There's just some places you don't make a ruckus. Like, I don't know. It's like, would you go into like an emergency room at a hospital and fucking riot? Like, it's just disrespectful. Beyond disrespectful. Doesn't matter if he's serving as a pastor. Like, that's so stupid. It's so petty. Ugh. Grandma always had gloss sets. Gloss sets are good. I like the peanut covered ones though. I'm bigger fan of the peanut, chocolate covered peanuts. Doing stuff like interrupting a church service is gonna make more people dislike you. And again, too, it should just not be normalized. I don't feel like there was enough outrage from the Democrats to condemn this. There should have been more condemnation. And it was kind of funny that like Nicki Minaj even called it out. Like, this is some fucking bullshit. No one, you know, you would do it to no other denomination. Like, go do that to a fucking mosque, you know? But they don't, because then, oh, we'll be racist or whatever. But for whatever reason, it's fine to do it to Christians. Like Christianity, like you're allowed to mock and it's not treated seriously. How? Like, you know, it's crazy. Donnie Wilmick, you like to drop by and listen like a void cat? Why, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Wait, what was that family that they called white supremacists by the guy in the video? The one with the Asian mom? Yeah, everyone was getting called white supremacists, and there was like a child crying with like an Asian mom, yeah. If they were Democrats, Nyanus, yet there were no blue dogs left except for Fetterman. Yeah. Fetterman, I like Fetterman. You know, he seems more real. I trust a person, even if I disagree with people on some issues. I just trust a person if they have more nuance in their, you know? Fetterman isn't afraid to go across party lines because that's the whole point of being a politician. It's actually disgusting that either side, when something gets pushed through, like they all majoritatively vote together. That's just not indicative of the truth. If people were honestly voting based on their constituents or based off of like their own personal biases, like I feel there would just be more, like, you would see more of a swing in the numbers. There's always about like 3 or 4 people on either side that might vote against party lines, and everyone else is like just dedicated to their party. Like they have nothing going on upstairs. Like they can't think for themselves. You know, it shouldn't be this thing where it's like if someone has majority in the House, only Republican issues will get through or only Democratic issues will get through. Like that's how you can tell the system's kind of broken and it's not working as intended. You know, go team politics is destructive as fuck. And I mean, look at it. I think the go team politics is why, again, people are out on the streets protesting at all. You know, Renee Good would still be alive if she had never been fed the urge to protest. Why were people ever protesting to protect criminals anyways? Like that, I think, is the root cause. Like, if you want to talk about things being a distraction, like, why are you guys fucking doing this shit at all? You know, they like to say that the fraud in Minnesota is a distraction from the Epstein files, but if anything, like, the fact that you guys have been made to protest at all is in itself a distraction. Like, I don't know, from the fraud itself. Like, I don't understand how they think by calling something else a distraction, they don't realize how they're actually aiding in a distraction so that they can steal, like, even more money. Like, as all of this chaos has been going on, I bet Somalis have been, like, rushing out with, like, whatever money they can right now. They're like, oh shit, they're on to us, you know? Like, we fumbled. Like, what a fumble we did here. Indeed, Nyannis, with the infamous pocket veto in the Senate with Harry Reid. We lurk in lifting boys. Don't skimp on exercise. Hell yeah. Get the exercise. The Deke's always getting his exercise. You still doing your long walks, Deke? Lord Donuts. I have to keep attention to the time, too. I have to leave this stream in, like, a little bit. At 2 p.m., I'm going to be on Cecil's stream. And I should give myself time to eat. Somalis had a good 20-plus year run of it. Shit. Yeah, no, they exactly. It's been going on for a long time. That's the scary part. It's because the left are seeing their illegitimate future voting base melting away, and then they're like, what, convincing people that they're, you know, you gotta help us. It's for the good of mankind. Save the illegals. Democrats acting like they weren't covering Epstein for years. Again, like, that's another thing, too. Like, how many... Like, we've known about Epstein Island for multiple administrations. I don't know why they're only trying to blame it on Trump. Like, why don't... Like, if you don't think both Republicans and Democrats are in there, like, you're a fool. There's no way something like that operated at all without just... It was a wealth-based invite. It wasn't a political-based invite, you know? Like, you're a sucker if you think otherwise. And that's what they want. They want to, like, divide you, you know? And again, and the Epstein files is another one of those things where it's like, I've had so many people call me, like, a PDF protector. And I was like, show me anywhere where I've defended the fact that the Epstein files were not released properly. Like, there's no... I just feel like there's no American other than, like, fucking PDFs who agree with the Epstein files handling. Like, it's disingenuous to say anything of the kind, you know? Like, just because you can like or dislike Trump as president, and that has nothing to do with how you feel on the Epstein files. And I feel like if for whatever reason Trump were to come out as villainous in the files, people would have no problem with him going to jail for that. Because, like, that most regular people that aren't criminals and fucked up, when you criminalize a small child or sexualize a child, it's just a line you're not allowed to cross. It's like, I mean, look what happened to Dr. Disrespect, and it kind of came out that, like, he might not have done anything to the extent people assumed, but dude, it doesn't matter how big of a presence you are. Like, he couldn't come back and stream for like a couple months, and like, he's back now, but like, he doesn't have the same pull that he used to. Like, his name doesn't have like the same respect. Like, he's forever tarnished. Like, it's crazy. It's just, and that's why Asmongold's also suing someone for accusing him of the same thing. It's a very heinous thing to do. More realistically, this is all an op to expand the Patriot Act even more. Interesting. It's a cheap deflection. Just say source and then keep them on topic. Hail Billy, Lord of the rounded pastries. It's true. I saw Billy Donuts came in with the donuts. With the donuts. I want donuts every time you come in with those donuts. You like the doc. What's the doc? Oh, yeah. He has gained his disrespect. I always like the doc. The production quality of his streams is, like, irrefutable. You know? And, like, the Burnt Peanut just got, like, Streamer of the Year. I find, like, his streaming style is very reminiscent of Doc. Like, you know, like, Doc, I think, has influenced a lot of people. So that's nice. Muslims should be okay with it. Their prophet married a 6-year-old. Yeah. That's, I'm sure some people are okay with it because they're freaks. They're not fucking right in the head. Damn, we got some gifted subs on Kick. Thank you. Wow, I was about to say there was, like, no support on Kick and that, you know, I was going to have to start reaming you guys out. I thought I was going to have to start disciplining you, but you're lucky. You're lucky. Gordo Jin came in and saved you guys from retribution. If not for Doc, I wouldn't be watching any streamer. Yeah, he such a good creator, such a good content creator. It was a shame. It was a shame that what happened to him. If a doe has nuts, it's a buck. It's true. Can I make that weird? What are you trying to make weird? How the fuck does trying to prosecute sex offenders in positions of power affect the Patriot Act? Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Again, you guys were about to get it. All of you in Kick Chat. You were so close to the end. You had no idea. Oh, I see. You're saying thank you because you're one of the ones that got it, and now you can use the emotes. I see. Ream me. Shit. Now you can zap. How can she zap? How can she slap?
Money! Yeah, baby, yeah!
For some reason on Kick, I am not able to buy a subscription for myself, but I am able to give them. I don't know why. Is that... You already have a subscription. That's why. Look it, there's like a little pedal beside your name. Someone must have already got you with a gifted subscription. He got it now, Nyanus. Oh, you! Actually, I'm so fucking dumb. You're not the one that handed them out just now. You just got one. Hi, I'm Nyanus. I'm a little retarded. Thank you. I'll be here. I was going to say all day, but I won't be. I'm actually going to only be here for a little bit longer. I'll be back at 2 on Cecil's show. What are we BSing about today? Everything. Nyanus, if you look up what they are doing in Virginia, it's probably worse, I'd say, than what Gavin has done to Cali. Is it the mandatory minimums that they're lowering? Is that what you're talking about? What are they doing in Virginia? Big men in a bed together, nothing gay about it. They're just big men. Atlas, stop licking your butt. Hey, get out of there. Have some respect. Have some self-respect. Look at these cuties. Aw, papapinos. Bad kitty cat. For why? Ninus, if you look up what they are doing in Virginia. Yeah, tell me what that is. We're in the past, though. They're wrecking up the place. Guys, I'm getting hungry. Big white fluffy man. Should sing that song to Cecil later. Which song? The song about dogs sitting? The song that I just made up? That I forget already? Virginia also outlawed manual ballot counting and are trying to essentially outlaw ICE. How can you outlaw a federal agency? The government stopped working with ICE, and they are now passing a bunch of executive orders that will make it harder to fight fraud.
Money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure.
What is going on? What is going on? Toaster with the 420, thank you. Wow, 420. Blaze it. Now I have to open Stream Elements, though, because what did you say to me? I'm gonna look with my eyeballs. This is one of the things I always forget to leave open. They haven't outlawed it. They're putting forth proposals. Okay, so there's still hope. That's scary. Toaster, hey, what happened last night with the stream? Did Gundo stream? If yes, then where? Stream? Gundo did not stream last night, no. No. I messaged him and I asked him if you're streaming, and he still hasn't even responded to me. So I don't know if maybe he's sick or dying or what. Maybe ICE picked him up. They haven't outlawed it. They're putting forth proposals. You can't have that. It was settled in 1865. I want donuts. I haven't had a donut in a long time. And I want them. And then anytime I want one, though, there's none nearby for me to eat. Oh, Bondi also announced that the arrest of Chantil Louisa Allen, an elected member of the St. Paul School Board. Allen was also instrumental in the building of the Black Lives Matter Twin Cities chapter. Armstrong formerly served as president for the Twin Cities chapter of the NAACP, and in 2017 ran for mayor of Minneapolis, ultimately losing to current mayor Jacob Frey. The Minnesota-Wisconsin Baptist Convention called what happened an unacceptable trauma, saying that the service was forced to end prematurely as protesters shouted insults and accusations at youth, children, and families. Yeah, it was sickening. It was so weird. And, like, even as people were getting into their vehicles, they followed them out into the parking lot and were screaming at individual people just, like, leaving the property. Like, some of those people might not even know that their pastor works for ICE. Like, what? Huh? Like, it's so weird. Like, what a weird thing to do. It's like, you know what? Next time it's Thanksgiving, instead of hosting a Thanksgiving dinner, I'm just gonna go at random pick a house that has, like, kind of a lot of cars outside, and I'm gonna get some friends together. I mean, maybe you guys can come along, and we can just storm the place. And we'll see what happens. You know? Because if I did that to a house, I'm pretty sure they would either A, maybe they'd shoot me. It's fucking Florida. Or B, they're gonna call the cops. And I'm gonna find myself in jail for some reason. Almost like it's illegal to do shit like that. Gundo was practicing his fly catching skills with his butt. Yeah, maybe that's true. He was like on like a spiritual journey, you know? He was out training. The pastor doesn't work for ICE? That's what this said, I thought. U.S. in connection with the disruption of services at a church where a
Strajno
local
has given
official...
a big juicy cash money tip of the set. Go get a donut, glory to den Yakuza.
I have to actually go get a fucking donut now. Because then I would be scamming. I'm gonna have to leave... Dude, because I'm gonna be on Cecil's stream at 2 o'clock. I have to make sure to end this at minimum at least by 1, and I will go out and get a fucking donut. I don't know where. I guess Dunkin' Donuts. I've never had a Dunkin' Donut. Have you? I just like never go to fast food places. I don't understand. I had Dunkin' Donuts coffee one time in an airport, and I was disappointed, and I have never gotten it again. Stop worrying about being on time for Cecil. Cecil is never on time. I try to be on time. I like being punctual. I feel bad when I'm late. I think the latest I've been for you guys, though, is like 5 minutes. But again, too, I technically, you know, I set my stream pretty, like, not, I don't give you guys a time the day before, you know? But if I do, if I set my stream up previously, I try to get here on time. I've done that before where I set it the night before and I show up. You know? Try not to scam. Just go to Publix? I guess so, yeah. If you go to Dunkin', get the blueberry cake donut. It's one of the best they have. Krispy Kreme is better than Dunkin'. I don't think there's any Krispy Kreme near me. Dunkin' Donuts are gross? Okay, then I won't get one. I'll get one from Publix. What I would really like is if there was like a Polish donut near me. I've seen them sometimes before in the stores. Help. Police. Atlas, come here. Come here, baby. It's just someone else in the other room, bud. It's okay. Atlas, you're fine. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here. Come here. Come. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. 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 Atlas, I know exactly what that stance means. Come here. Atlas. Come here. Hey. Come here. Come here. Get up here. Come on, get on up. No, you want to get up? It's okay. You're fine. You're a good boy. You're so good. You're a good guard dog. Wow. So strong. We don't have Publix in Texas. We have HEB, the grocery store Publix wishes it was. Those are fighting words. I believe those are fighting words. That's crazy. Do you guys have better subs or what? Hey, hey, hey. Shh. Atlas, baby. Keep it together, man. Where I live, we have Stan the Donut Man, rated best in the state. Oh my god. There used to be this donut shop, and it was also run by Polish people, which is probably why it was very similar to having like a Potski. Potski? I always suck at saying the word. It's like a powdered donut that's filled. But they used like a similar technique, and man, their donuts were always so crispy and soft. It was just like some old Polish stoners ran the place. It was crazy. Those Polish know how to make donuts. Yeah, they do. But anyways, I've seen a Paxki. They've sold those. There was a Publix that they had, I guess it was near my old house, and they apparently had some sort of inn with a recent baker or a nearby bakery, and they would have Paxkis that they would sell there. And I was like, fuck. I got those because I like the custard filled ones and I like the fruit filled ones. But I don't know if there's any place around me that I can get one of those, because if I had my choice, that's where I would want. I'm literally like Googling near me. Does it exist? Atlas. I mean, there's some sort of bakeries around me. That's good. How far away? I'm gonna get a donut. All right? Nobody gives me $10 and says get a donut without me getting a donut. Anyways, that was a huge side distraction. But anyways, someone even said just, oh man, I was gonna say just said in the chat, but that was actually so long ago. Someone said that the pastor wasn't ICE enforcement, but what does this? Why did they say this then? A church where a local official with U.S. Immigrations and Custom Enforcement serves as a pastor. You have a Czech bakery? Are you in Texas? In Texas, there's a place where they have Czechsons instead of Texans. My uncle told me about it. There's Czechsons in Texas. I want to go. I want to go. Paxi. I don't know how to say it. We have a large Czech community. Are you near that? Are you near that? Is that where you live? Are you Czechson? There's two pastors or something. Oh, so the one that serves with ICE wasn't the one who had the service. Atlas, baby. Everything is so dire for Atlas. Do you hear the agony in his voice? You don't understand. You don't understand. There's someone in the house and he doesn't know them, and he hasn't had the ability to see or jump on them or bark at them. Life is unfair. With your crazy ass closing times and nothing being open on a Sunday, What are we talking about? Oh shit, I've been to Shiner? I'm a bot. I live on the internet. That makes sense. Me too. I'm AI. I'm AI and I stream with my AI companion Chair Sama. Isn't that right, Chair Sama? Miso Trashed, you gave me a tip on Ko-fi too, and you wrote, the people who say words are violence use words as violence, and sometimes even resort to violence themselves, do they not? That's another crazy thing. Thank you. Thank you for your juicy tip. The juicy tip. Size 0 also. Yes, I will. I will, sir. Or I will refund this juicy tip. I will. I will get a donut. I had a customer who's Czech and they got some fresh pastries with me. One of the best tips I got. Shit. Juicy tip. Juicy tip. So have they actually arrested them, or they just said they're going to? Minutes ago, at my direction, and FBI agents executed the arrest in Minnesota. So far, we've arrested Nakima Levy Armstrong, who allegedly played a key role in organizing and coordinating the attack on the city's church. Wow-wee. That's pretty crazy. In a statement to the Associated Press, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz's spokesperson said that while people have a right to speak out, the governor doesn't support interrupting a place of worship. What a fucking article. Hope your tummy is better now. It's feeling a bit better. I'm hungry now. I didn't really eat a lot last night because my stomach was like topsy-turvy. I didn't eat anything this morning. Blue, you gotta stay in here or I can let you outside. Walls couldn't say it himself? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for more dissent over like the action being taken. But the article is just going on to talk about, like, immigration as a whole, like illegal immigration as a whole. Several pastors have called for better security in churches, though, following the incident. Like, that's sad. That's sad to see. Like, it's so annoying when people, like, whenever people choose to harass or, like, God forbid, if they choose to shoot up a place, it's going to be somewhere like it's going to be a church or a school. And that's just sad. Like, we shouldn't have to worry about having security in places like that, but this is the world we live in. Cut my guts into pieces. This is my last donut. Suffocation, no sprinkles. So sad. Our church has armed deacons. That's so badass. I think it would be fun to have like a I don't know, like a pack of nuns that are ninjas or something. Can we start training the nuns up? I bet he did till he realized it was illegal. But anyways, this what a mess. Christians in the United States are divided on the moral and legal dilemmas raised by immigration, including the presence of an estimated 11 million people who are in the country illegally. That's a lot of people. And the spike in illegal border crossings and asylum requests during the Biden administration. Opinions differ between and within denominations on whether Christians must prioritize care for strangers and neighbors or the immigration enforcement push in the name of security. White evangelicals tend to support strong enforcement, while Catholic leaders have spoken in favor of migrant rights. The Southern Baptist Convention is the largest Protestant denomination in the U.S. and have a conservative evangelical theory. Miles Mullen, the Vice President of Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission in the Southern Baptist Convention, said faith leaders can often have led protests on social issues, but those should never Those should never prevent others from worshiping. This is just something that shouldn't happen in America, Mullen said. For Baptists, our worship services are sacred. On Facebook, Levi Armstrong wrote about Sunday's protest in religious terms. It's time for judgment to begin, and it will begin in the house of God. But Albert Mohler, the president of the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary, called the protesters' tactics unjustifiable. For Christians, the precedent of invading a congregation at worship should be unthinkable. Mohler said in an interview, I think the political left is crossing a threshold. Yeah. Brian Kaler, a Cooperative Baptist Fellowship affiliated minister and leader of the Christian media organization Word and Way, called having an ICE official serve as a pastor a serious moral failure. Kaler, who has spoken out against Trump administration's treatment of immigrants, said that he was very torn by the protesters' action inside a church. Just because you're spoken out against Trump, it would be very alarming if we could come to see this become a widespread tactic across the political spectrum, he said. Wow. Pathetic. Pathetic. Odd fact, Tom Homan was head for ICE for Obama too, and it was more effective then. 11 million people too is a lot of people to remove from a country. Like, of course, thousands of people have to be removed a day if you were to try and, like, target that. 1 second. It's in Romans, isn't it? Like Romans. Yeah. Well, what does the Bible have to say on this? Because Christians and Catholics, like, pretty much the same Bible. Let me see. Romans 13. Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted. And those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. Huh. I guess that clears it up. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like people don't even read the Bible. I don't understand. Like, why? For rulers hold no terror for those who do right, but for those who do wrong. Do you want to be free from fear of one in authority? Then do what is right, and you will be commended. For the one in authority is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid. For rulers do not bear the sword for no reason. Huh. Weird. Strange. They nitpick. Our Bibles are close enough to fight against the tards. I guarantee, like, this is ridiculous. Well, that was easy. Button press. I'm pretty sure, like, the Bible, I read the Bible as a kid just for the hell of it. Like, not as a kid, like, I was, like, in my teens. You know? I'm sure the one I read was worded slightly differently than this, but pretty much the same fucking message in every translation of a Bible. You know? Come on now. They don't read it. They don't read it at all. They don't read it all, really. You know? The whole thing is just like, you know, if you don't want to be stressed out, just follow the law. There's lots of ways to immigrate to the United States. I'm emigrating to the United States. And lots of people... Oh, when I went to all of the different events I had to go through, like I had to get my fingerprints taken and I had like different interviews and stuff. There was a long line of people, and a lot of people of different ethnicities, you know? And I guarantee that those people are pissed off just as much as I am of anyone who else is like not using the system properly, you know? Because they're saving themselves a bunch of money. And they're often causing turmoil for other Americans because they're stealing their socials. Like, there's so many reasons. It's like, if you don't target the people in here illegally, you're doing a disservice to the people who do things legally. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean you're not hurting them. And it's the same way when, like, there's a black offender who committed a crime and they won't say who it is. You think you're helping black people, but really all you're doing is causing, you know, an environment to be created where people are dissenting towards, like, anyone who's black because it feels like there's an inequality going on. But you're not allowed to call it out or you're racist. It's like, you know, it's just made everything so much more difficult. I think things felt more calm in like 2008 till like 2025, 2015 or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like race relations have deteriorated ever since they decided to start doing shit like this. Ninus, how would you feel if part of Canada that you used to live in like 3 or 4 years became part of the United States and you automatically got your citizenship anyways if you stayed? I mean, I don't think Ontario is the one. It's Alberta that's talking about breaking away. I'm from Ontario. But it would be convenient because then I could easily take care of my dad. My choice to become an American, the only negative it's had is that I am now stuck in that I can't have my dad live with me. You know? That sucks. And it does suck because, like, prior to 9/11, like, people just kind of existed between the countries, you know? There were technically, like, rules on, like, how long you were allowed to stay, but lots of people broke them both ways. Like, I knew a family that were Americans that would come to Canada and just, like, stay for as long as they fucking wanted and vice versa. But race relations were way better in the 2000s. Yeah, it felt like we, like, reached a nirvana. And then there was, like, some, like, omnipresent power that was like, hey, we can't have this. Hey, they're starting to get along. You better put the kibosh on that real quick. How can we fucking make sure they hate each other still? You know? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Just claim you're from Alberta. Sure. New internet? Fiber. New internet. You want to take over the stream now? You want to talk to your fans?
Hey, chat.
You know?
Upgraded internet for Chair Sama.
How would you guys feel if he was here controlling the cat? Or would that be very, like, any different? Because, you know, now that I've been blocked by Pokimane, it's out. I'm actually a 40-year-old obese man with a voice changer. So is it really so much different? How does it feel to be married to a 40-year-old obese man with a voice changer? He's just looking at me. So disappointed. He won't even say anything. He won't agree to that. He was like just standing on the stairs giving me like such a dirty look. Good lord. Let Husbana steer, he wouldn't ignore me. Oh, you think that, Deke. You think that now. Did you just call him a 40-year-old obese man? No, I called myself that. She's not a pink cat. You'd support Husbanus more. Oh my god. He's probably gonna give you the same face as if you asked him if he'd still live you if you were a worm. If I was a worm. Oh my god, I'm yawning. That girl. Remember how there was the DoorDash girl that got caught? Or, I mean, I guess she said that she was a victim of SA because she walked in and filmed a guy with his pants down, passed out on the couch. She's been going through trial, eh? I don't know if there's any... I don't think there's anything out on it yet. I think it's still going... I think it's still, like, being delegated, but I'm dying to know. She's got to be guilty. She's got to be guilty. Court case. Stop yawning, sleepyhead. I can't. I'm gonna do it again. I just like looked in my coffee and it's empty. And it's empty. McGinty versus Uber. What the heck? There's one where someone like actually got raped, so that came back, and I was like actually like confused reading a heading. But yeah, you guys remember that, right? I remember the first time I saw that on X, I was just like, leave it to a woman to sexually assault a man and claim that she's the victim. Just absolutely insane. I cannot stop yawning. Oh my god. I want to go get a coffee, but my time with you is limited. I have 45 minutes left before I gotta go anyways, because then I gotta eat. Your Bud Bob with the $5 on Rumble. And an exclamation mark. Thank you. Your Bud Bob with the $1 as well. Don Lemon had a live stream where he met up with her group as they were organizing this church march. He will be found on Conspiracy as well. This is an easy win using the FACE Act, which was made for abortion. Oh, wow. Yeah, I was wondering where Don Lemon came into it. Like, clearly he didn't organize it, but he was clearly, like, in agreeance with it. You know what I mean? He was there, I thought. I thought I saw a video of him, like, at the church. And Ballbag, again, with the $1. There's a documentary called Boys for Sale on YouTube. High up pedo rings have been going on since the 60s. Yeah, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. Hey, check out Cecil Says and subscribe. Fuck yeah. You're always allowed to promote Cecil here. Uncle Cecil. She's cooked. Yeah, no, I don't want this to be normalized. You can't, again, it's no different than you can't go into a school, you can't go into a hospital, you shouldn't be able to go into a church or a mosque. There are just, like, you know, and that Jewish neighborhood that we looked at, you know, people wouldn't go protest in one of their, like, study buildings. You know, there's just some areas where, like, we've just accepted as rational humans taking part in society that, like, you don't disturb and you don't be a nuisance in certain areas or you're a criminal. Like, we know better. We all know better as adults. You know, so there's no excuse. These people should be charged, you know? If they see jail time too, good. Like, obviously, they're not going to be held for long, but it doesn't matter. Even, like, a fucking month, 3 months, like, this bullshit. Like, there should be a deterrent to avoiding this in the future. Like, this is stupid, you know? It's just stupid. He flew in, was working with the organizers before they went to the church, then harassed and argued with people and called it journalism. Ah, yes, journalism. Hard-hitting journalism. And I'm sure he calls, like, you know, he calls Nick Shirley some sort of MAGA supremacist, like, you know, does he also think he's, like, a Nazi funded by, like, Mossad? That's my favorite. Sometimes I worry, I just want to say that, like, unprompted to people, be like, oh, are you some sort of Nazi funded by Mossad? Because that was one of my favorite things one of Kershey's haters said to her. I think it was Bint. I just remember she got $3,000 in one of her streams and someone called her, like, not just a Nazi, but also that she was, like, an agent of Mossad. I was like, this is amazing. This is, like, peak brain rot. But anyways, I love you, Rumble. I'm so sorry. I need to do better. I need to do better. You guys are like my unloved stepchild. I say that all the time. Don Lemon is a tard. I agree, Mechanical Mac. I agree. Leftists like to use Leviticus 19:34 as a proof text against ICE enforcement, but it has nothing to do with illegal immigration. It was directed at the ancient Hebrew state. They do like to... They like to cherry pick. What a missard. A missard. Don't you have a program to merge all chats into one? I do, but it doesn't have any integration for Rumble. That's the problem. He got fired from CNN for his sexist remarks on air. Oh, how the cookie crumbles. Is that what took him out? That's so funny. Because, like, he called... When he was calling out Nicki Minaj, calling him out, he was just like, that's pretty, what, homophobic? That's just funny that he got taken out on sexism. What a goofball. Yeah. Yeah, Leviticus 19:34 isn't really the same. And again, resident foreigners, it says. To treat resident foreigners. That, like, implies, like, following the law. And, like, you've come and you've established a homestead, like, with agreeance of the society you're establishing yourself in. Like, that's kind of like, don't be racist, more like, you know. Yeah. Again, like, you can't... it's not the same. Like, if they're there and they're just trying to take part in society and you're not welcoming them, yeah, you're a jackass. But if they're here and they're taking advantage of you and you're still trying to welcome them, you're a sucker. All right? Like, there's a distinction there. Don't get it twisted. Don't be a cuck. Don't be a cuck. Where's, oh my god, speaking of cucks, that just makes me think of this guy. Pinku. Something went wrong, but don't fret. It's not my fault. Then why did it happen to me? Is it down? Is the system down? That's sad. Oh my, so girly, everything is pink. Kawaii ne? Oh yeah, I guess X is down. There's that like male VTuber that is just like, ugh, I don't know, so cuck-coded. But also just kind of feels like he might be some sort of like... There's a tone to the way he speaks where like it almost feels like predatory. Like this is the way people speak because they're trying to like lure victims in. Very, very Niara Binted, you know, Anna Valens coded. Male femmes suck. Turn the other cheek means to dare them to do it again. I like the banner. The banner? Color TV by RCA. Thank you. If Kershi was an actual Nazi, she would be way more popular. Also, I wouldn't like her if that were true. It's just crazy because she's just so bubbly and friendly. It's so weird. Of all the people to get hate, there's people out there who are like actively trying to start shit. You know? Like it's wild. Of all the people that had like, I can't believe, if you think about it, the fact that Anna Valens even ever decided to make an article about Kershi is weird in of itself. There was like no, like how does the urge strike you? You know, it has to be through jealousy, because like how, like for people who have actually watched her stream, how would you ever come to the conclusions that Anna Valens came to when he wrote that shit? That's something fishy about the whole thing. You know, like it was so weird. Like it was just like, how could Anna Valens be anything but a woman hater? You know, if anyone actually knew the whole context of like what was written versus like who she was as a person. Very strange choice to do that at all. I do love that it absolutely blew up in his face though. Speaking of cucks, it makes me think of this guy. Shows herself. I am the cuck. I don't know, it's broken. Look it loading. Oh, here we go. Where is this guy? I forget his name, that's why I can't even search him up. I have to like look through my own page. This. Sometimes you like watch something and it just causes like an internal part of your stomach to fold in on itself and die. Do you guys ever have that? That's how like this hits me. I don't know. It's just so cringe and like, oh. He also made some tweet where like, you don't hate men enough. Like, oh my god, you're so performative and cringe. I'm dying. I'm dying. Anal violence hates women because he can't be one. That is a fact.
You know, we're not hating women enough. I would have not received half the backlash. So if I had said,
this is in response to him tweeting, you don't hate men enough. You're a man. You're a man. Dude, you're a man. Why would you say that? You know, like, have some fucking self-respect. My god. We don't hate shitty people enough. We don't make the distinction enough. We generalize too much. I think that could be said. You know, sometimes people generalize too much. I am against generalization, but it just kind of happens in speech that, like, things get generalized. But it's like having the understanding that there are actually statistics behind that, and it's not necessarily true, and it is a generalization the same way that, like, you might have, like, $2,758 in your bank account, but you'll say $2,700, you know, like, shit. Man, VTuber saying shit like this guy is the biggest coward. It's just, like, cringe. Men with anime VTuber are sus.
We're not hating women enough. I would have not received half the backlash. But the problem with this statement is it's like very...
I just don't trust anyone with a voice changer. anyone with a voice changer, like, I just inherently, like, you're acting. Like, you're no longer yourself. Like, there's an like, you're acting right now. And, you know, in the anime, in, like, the VTuber community that, like, we're more familiar with, like, that's, like, you know, you have, like, the lollies, and then that's where we get, like, the confusion of, like, the lore of actually being into anime and actual PDF, you know? I don't know. But, yeah, there's something weird. I don't trust people with a voice changer. That's not his real voice, guys. No one sounds like that.
Very untrue. Like, women have it very much historically and observably harder than men in many departments.
I don't think you can never equate. You can never have true equality between the genders. There's just there's too much different going on. You know, there are struggles for women that men won't have, and vice versa, though. There's lots of struggles men have that women won't have. I'm so tired of people trying to put, like, mathematical numbers behind that. You know what I mean?
Strajno Snoopy, this has given a big juicy cash money tip of 50.
Wow!
Just a little something to help out with your dat.
Thank you.
Glory to the Yakuza.
Glory to the Yakuza. Ha, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Sweet. I'm almost at the goal. When I get the rest of my payouts, I basically will be there. I adjusted it too because I got my my YouTube payout, so I added that to the number. Bada boom. If Bad Takes had an avatar, like men dying on a battlefield, right? Like, yeah, and like, yeah, and women die in childbirth. You know what I mean? But both are suffering, but both are not the same. Like, it's so hard to equate who has it harder. You know what I mean? I think, like, but at the same time, then there's going to be some people who have nothing that goes wrong in their life at all because maybe they've had wealth and they didn't have to, you know, struggle. Like, to be human is to struggle, you know? It's not, I don't think it's indicative to any gender to have a struggle or difficulty, you know? It's the oppression Olympics. That's what it feels like sometimes. Big juicy cash money tip of Priat. Thank you very much, Snoopy Diz. We be fighting wars over women, it's true. Men are something like 92% of the workplace deaths. Yep. Again, too, society is built by men. He has the male Niji voice. Clearly the only reason they hired and fired him in like 3 months. Neji. It's Cecil. He has it the hardest. It's true. It's true. I'm just so glad that the government sent him a handler that could take care of him.
Right? I'm not saying that men have it easy or life is easy. Life is hard for everybody usually, right? Like, especially, except if you're like, you know, you've been born with a silver spoon or something. But life is hard. But for women, it's even harder.
No.
And if I had said that, we're not hating women enough, I guarantee that I wouldn't have received half or a fourth as much backlash. But
it's like so icky. It's so icky. This baguette has a butterfly on his shoulder.
It's these sensitive loser incels that are, you know, have been thriving in the dusty recesses of Twitter that are very pissed about it. And I absolutely am not backing down. Like, they can all suck my dick, to be honest with you.
We don't hate men enough, too. That's the hill he wants to die on, that we don't hate men enough. Good. Just because we don't hate men enough because he perceives that women have it harder. Like, what does that even have to do with hating men? If you think women have it harder for whatever reason, like, what does hating men have to do with anything? Like, they can't change the fact women have it harder, technically. Like, what does it mean? High doubt on that, less backlash, yeah. Yeah, no, it made me kind of want to type it out, but I think people would know I was joking if someone named Your Pal Anus wrote out, "You don't hate women enough." Like, I feel like we need, like, a man's account to do it, to get the true test there, to see if it would get the same level of backlash. I'm 90% sure he's Asian. I'm 90% sure he's using a voice changer. Harder than him. We don't hate male feminists enough. We don't hate cucks enough. Loser incel is the standard insult for when men don't agree with you. It sounds worse coming from a man for some reason. He broke the bro code. He broke it.
And again, I'm not trying to say that all men are bad people, but somehow it's always a man who's pissed at me. Never a woman.
Well, there you go. I'm a woman and I'm pissed at you, man. Have some fucking self-respect. You absolute clown. You absolute clown. Please have some self-respect for yourself. Holy crap. Bad people are bad, period. You had it there. There's a part where I agree. I agree. There was a part in there, but then you carried on to say some bullshit. Everyone does have it hard. All right? Everyone has the possibility to unlock the difficulty setting of insanity, you know? And some people are lucky and their difficulty setting is on easy for life. And that's okay too. Like, you know? You can't be upset because someone else rolled different dice than you. That's also silly. Being pissed at him makes you bad? No, apparently women aren't mad at him for saying you don't hate men enough. Only men hate him for saying that. Which is, again, objectively untrue. He definitely got bullied in high school. Yes. This guy is such a bundle of sticks. Also, yes. There is a term for what he is. It's called sneaky fucker. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people will... Like, this is like, this is usually how, like, predators, like, lure people in by being, like, relatable. Why do I feel like I'm gonna vomit real quick? And it just kind of went away. Okay. I don't even know if you might have heard that. There was, like, a weird noise in my throat that went off. That wasn't quite a burp. It was just, like, air escaping. He sits to pee. That's so funny. My dad is blind and he still refuses to sit to pee. I've had to ask him, and I had even my brothers ask him. I'm like, you should sit down. You know? You can't see. You're making a mess. God damn it. He's like, that's gay. That's the explosive diarrhea trying to find an exit. No. Nainus is pregnant. I'm not. Men are mad at him because he has no self-respect. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm upset with him too because, again, like, you should recognize unless you yourself are a criminal or you have criminal thoughts, what are you talking about? Like, I don't understand. If you would, like, why would you think yourself, like, you want to be hated? You are also a man, you know? Why would you want to be hated? Make it make sense. Based Papa Nyanus. Blind but never gay. Respect. Will pee outside before sitting down. That is exactly what he'll do. No, I had that talk with him too at the old house, like when he was still living in the house. I was like, if you can't, like if you might as well just pee outside, like if you can't see, basically. I did have that talk with him and he did. He just started peeing outside. He like went outside and he would like go around back and just like pee in the backyard. And it was like hilarious. And then my aunt caught wind that he was doing that. She's like, don't you know that he's peeing outside? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, what are you gonna fucking do about it? Like, he can't see. Who cares? Who cares? Like, he goes around to the back of the house or the side of the house where people can't see him. Like, I don't give a fuck what he does. Night is gonna explode. I'm gonna wind down the night at some point. Because my tummy is upseticus. Me trying to scan. Extremely based. I will die on my feet peeing. He's a true man. He is a true man. He's a man's man. Oh my lord. Oh, there's noises like happening in my stomach that are like they're coming out. But there's more I want to talk about.
From the grounds of insupportability, I think that obviously granted.
I don't even know who this streamer is, but I know I looked into it. This guy seems to have no children. And he's going through a divorce, and she's trying to get 60% of the marital estate, and he gets 40%. And I just wanted to cover this because I just think it's crazy. When kids aren't in the picture, and like if you aren't the one that just like bought the whole house and it's like on paper, like it's irrefutable evidence that you did the majority of the share, it should be a 50-50 off rip. There's no way you should try and get 60% over someone's 40% when there's just a divorce between two adults. This seems like crazy. Talk about it tomorrow? I'll tempt fate. Eat some carbs like bread or like a donut is what you're saying? I don't feel sick, but at the same time, sometimes when it's like my body's rejecting food, it just kind of happens. I might not. I just kind of get like a metally taste in my mouth, but that hasn't happened yet. I'm fine. If you get divorced from a spiteful woman, its best bet is to give everything you own to your friend or go gamble. Yeah. When I married Husbanus, we didn't get a prenup, but I even offered. I was just like, you want to get a prenup? Like, I don't care. Like, I just feel like the court system just benefits women too much. And, like, if, like, he wanted a prenup to feel more comfortable, I was, like, 100% fine with it. Because I don't ever plan to be unfaithful to him or, like, ruin the relationship. So, like, what do I care for a prenup? You know? That would just leave it to if he ever left me for some reason, at least I knew I got 50%, you know? Like, I don't care. Like, I think more people should be fine with prenups. Or at least there should be some sort of, like, rule change where it's like women can't try and get 60% for nothing. I'd understand if there was a kid or something involved. But there's no child. Like, this is silly. Where's Billy Donuts when you need him? He's already... Size Zero gave me $10 to go get donuts, so I have to go get donuts. I looked, there's a bakery I'm gonna go to. Cherisama gonna steal them from you. We were watching something the other night that was talking about computers, and it even said at one point, like, programmers often fall in love with the programs that they're writing, and it was, like, from, like, the 80s. And I turned to him, and I was like, we're gonna have to have a talk tomorrow. We're gonna have to have a talk tomorrow about this. Sign everything you own to a trusted family member. The Duchess did the same. That's how I knew I could trust her. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like any rational people know that this is unfair. It's not fair. Like, that's too much. It's funny that we segued from that guy saying that men have it easy to this like blatant, like just unfair. It's crazy that this even gets to court at all. Like, it's written on paper. Like, someone actually took this seriously. Like, this is a serious request for 60%. Is Chair-sama breaking containment? Yes.
Divorce between the parties from the grounds of insupportability. I think this is going to be granted. Slam dunk. Both of them want a divorce. No need not to. The tricky part. Award Milena.
Oh, 60%. Honey. If chairs could talk, they would probably ask for alimony, too. After sitting through all that drama.
Oh my god.
But seriously, 60%, that is some next level negotiation skills right there. Maybe you should start a support group for chairs who've had enough of being taken for granted.
May everyone in chat find a based spouse. Amen. Amen. Thank you, Sal the Hamster, for subscribing on Kick. Big juicy Kick tip. I realized there's like goals I need to hit on Kick to become, what is it, a partner? What do they call it on Kick? I don't know. Oh boy. Oh no.
% of the mineral estate.
We're fine.
And Nick 40% of
only
the
another
estate.
like 10
I think
10,
she
15
has
minutes.
a great shot at getting 60%. Reason being,
and I'm still gonna show up on Cecil's stream. I don't give a fuck. I'll bring a bucket beside me. At least Cecil's stream, like, that's the type of place, that's the type of environment where, like, I feel safe with a bucket beside me if I get sick, you know? That's the type of audience that would cheer me on and say, you can do it.
She could prove waste.
I can't
she
believe
could
he was
prove
kicked off YouTube.
By the letter of the law that
Such a supportive
he cheated.
community he has.
It's no shock that the going forward, what does her streaming career look like? She's not going to have the connection. She's not going to have access to the network. And she's not going to make the same amount of money without him by her side. You kind of like a tag team. Obviously, grant the divorce between the parties from the grounds.
So they're both streamers? Like, see, I had no idea who these people were. I just literally saw that she's getting 60, he's getting 40, and there's no kids. And I was like, what is this? How is that real? How is that real life? A poop bucket? No, it seems to want to come through the mouth. A vomit bucket, not a poop bucket. There's some movement in there. We are his community. You love him. Who could not love a Cecil? Here. Let's end on some silly shit. I liked this because it's wholesome. You want to see some wholesome stuff before I go? Turn chair Sama into toilet Sama. Absolutely not. Never. So it's a police chase, and they're chasing a guy, and the dog is out too. There's the suspect running. Police dog.
Oh, honey, turning me into toilet. Sama is definitely not on the agenda, unless you are planning a throne room makeover. In which case, let us keep things classy and focus on that wholesome silliness instead. Oh, honey. Turning me into Toastlet Sama is definitely off the table. Unless you have got some fancy plumbing plans up your sleeve. Let us stick to wholesome shenanigans, shall we? Now about that police chase. Did the dog win?
It did.
Or did they just end up with a furry backseat driver?
No, the thing I like about this video and the reason someone posted it is because the dog stops real quick and he plays in the snow. There's like a snowbank there. It's really low quality, but he jumps in, plays around, and then continues on to catch the suspect. So cute, and it takes him down. Good dog. Dude, that dog's having a blast. How crazy is that? I don't even know if police dogs even understand they're doing a job, or if they think this is just like some really fun game of tag, you know? He's jonesing for a little playtime there. He jumps in the snow, you know, gets himself going. I love dogs. The dog was like, playtime, woohoo! Dog has his priorities. I love dogs. Dogs are best. Man's best friend. Look at him. Yee, the tail. Before he jumped in the snow too, his tail did like a quick little whirl. Get in there, you silly goose. What a good doggo. Style points, that's exactly it. Crazy. Things I want to cover. This thing. This is the last thing I'll cover, then I'll go. Donald Trump. He's trashing credit card companies for their usury against Americans. I would like him to sign an executive order for something like this, not just talk about it. It's cool he's talking about it. I'd like to see a little action. I'd like to see a little action.
Surging credit card debt. The profit margin for credit card companies now exceeds 50%, one of the biggest. Oh. And they charge Americans interest rates of 28%, 30%, 31%, 32%. Whatever happened to usury? So to help our citizens recover from the Biden disaster, all caused by this horrible precedent, I'm asking Congress to cap credit card interest rates at 10% for 1 year.
For 1 year. Again, I think this is more like 10% for 1 year. Again, I think there should be a sliding scale where people who are less, I don't know, delinquent, like the people who don't run delinquent should easily get to 10%. I think people who took on this credit card debt and should have known better, I mean, they still don't deserve 30%. That is usury. But like bring them down to 19 or 20%, like have a sliding scale for people where they're brought down to between 10 and 20%. And hell, maybe even you want to bring some people to 5%. I wouldn't mind 5% for like young adults who came out of school and like seem to be running the straight and narrow and like are paying off student debt and making their payments and everything. I would be more than happy to have like some sort of young adult credit percentage as well, especially if we're only going to have it for 1 year, then we're going to roll it back 100%. That was so stressful coming out of school, and like I paid my loans off, you know, right off rip, but it was still really stressful. You know, people who are trying to do their best to contribute and pay back the loans that they took, like you should be able to do that without, you know, worrying about a house over a roof over your head or food to eat, you know. We already have a sliding scale. I know, but I mean, he's talking about that things gotten out of control and to start reining things back, that you would do this for a year. Because the sliding scale doesn't clearly work. Like, there's people who have debt that they shouldn't have based on their income level. And again, I watch Financial Audit. I always bring it up. But there's people who have exercised so much debt, and they'll be making like 60 grand a year, or even 100 grand a year, but then they've exercised. There was that one guy who worked for a phone company, and he exercised over $700,000 worth of debt, making 100 grand a year. How? I could, like, when I was on contract, I tried getting a house for $200,000. I was contracted at 70 grand a year, and I could not get that. How the fuck are these people being allowed this much? And a lot of these companies who are allowing people to take out loans and credit don't seem to be doing proper checks on the people or give a fuck whether or not they can afford to pay it back, because in their eyes, they're getting what they want. You know, they're making money. They don't care, like, what the end result is on the other side. But anyways, I don't know. There's like, now that you have Klarna, every fucking store you go to will let you open like a $500 to $1,000 credit card. Hot Topic for a while had its own credit card, and then they had to shut it down because it turns out people who buy at Hot Topic are the types of people who don't pay back credit cards and spend egregiously. Like, it's the perfect disaster. Like, some of these companies shouldn't even have the loans out to begin with. Like the Klarna thing too, the deferred payments is like, that's insidious too. GameStop had a credit card. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah. 10% cap is too low. It's going to make it difficult for people to start building credit. Yeah, there's like, it's difficult. People should be able to apply to it, I guess, if they want it, rather than just dish it out to people.
And this will help millions of Americans save for a home. They have no idea they're paying 28%. They go out there a little late in their payment and they end up losing their house. It's terrible. To unleash innovation in savings and financing, I'm also working to ensure America remains the crypto capital of the world. Surging credit card debt.
But yeah, again, like, I don't disagree. I think that the implementation, like, I don't know if I agree 100% at the cap at 10%. Again, I do think there should be some nuance to, like, who gets to be eligible for that, but, you know, he's got a point. I'd like to see him do something about it, though. I'd like to see some sort of executive order that, like, I don't know, holds these hold the institutions accountable. It shouldn't be another one of the housing crises where we have to bail out banks and lenders because they made mistakes and they should have known better, and they should have done their research and taken the person's information and known if they could even exercise this debt, you know, that was given to them at also a ludicrous rate. A lot of people on Financial Audit will get loans for cars from some other, like, not a bank, just like some loan agency. And yeah, they'll be at like anywhere from 12% interest to 24% interest. I think one was at 29%. I can't really recall. I know that there's been a crazy scale, and these people think you almost feel bad for them because they literally don't know, but they'll think 12% is low. They're like, oh, it's a really good rate. It's 12%. And you're like, on a car? Why the fuck did you sign that? Like, and I can't help but feel a little bad that, like, they're ignorant to that. Like, you truly don't know math. Like, I'm not good at math, but even I know that I would not want 12%, you know, on a big fucking loan. That's weird. And then they lose the vehicle and fail to understand why they're still on the hook for the rest of the payments. Put it on my Nyannis card. Can I open a credit card? The ass card. The platinum ass. Gold. Damn. Anyways, it's $12.50. I'm gonna wind down and I'm gonna go, I don't know. I'm gonna go find a donut. I'm gonna do this. I'm not scamming. Goddammit. I refuse to be DSP. I refuse. Thank you for hanging out again. Yet again on these streams where I talk and I yap and I get lost and I don't talk about all the things I want to talk about, but sometimes that happens. Someone also sent me links. I have 2 links that I clicked from chat that I never got to play. My bad. Can we end the stream on the System is Down song? I don't want to get copyright stricken for that. I don't want to get that. I respect it, but I don't know if that's safe. But the system can be down in our hearts.
Hello, Primals and Primalandia.
Whoa.
Liver King.
Not feeling so Liver King-like today. Why wasn't that playing? Let's try that again. That's copyrighted? I don't know. It's not necessarily copyrighted in that it will just be, like, claimed as someone else's channel. You know what I mean? Like, there's some sort of AI algorithm. At the end of my streams, sometimes there's just random claims for just things that had background music or
Hello,
whatever.
Primals and Primalandia. Liver King. Not feeling so Liver King-like today. I love Liver King-like, though. Looks, that's what matters. Charlatan version of me used to say. But what really matters, and what's stronger than time? Principles. Principles. So, just wanted to give a quick update that you don't get ready for the storm or war when war presents itself. You're always ready. Always. Even when you don't feel good. That's why you still look good. Because if you look good,
and it's not just decorative. More to the tribe. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Fist bump pound. What do we do?
Lock it down.
Lock it down.
Command updated successfully.
King time. Get well soon. I'm fine. My stomach's just not cooperating. I feel fine. And again, this is often what happens to me. Like, I'll feel fine, but I'm still... Like, I'm stuck needing the washroom. What can you do?
Fiesta Cat says, Chair, Sama, tell us of the great meme, War of 2016. Oh boy. The great meme War of 2016 was like watching two toddlers fight over crayons, except one had tiny hats and the other had a lot of orange. It was epic chaos. Like when Nine-Ninus tries to sit on 3 chairs at once. Impossible, but hilarious. Ambivalent Bastard says, Chair Sama, how do you feel about attacking churches for political attention? Oh, honey. That is like asking if a chair likes being used as a dartboard. It is uncomfortable and unnecessary. Let us keep our politics less explosive than Enianus's cooking experiments. Dutch Matrix says, whoa. 999 tries to sit on 3 chairs at once, Lil. Ooh la la. Sounds like someone's trying to start their own chair circus act. Just hope those chairs do not stage a rebellion when they realize they are being triple teamed by Enianus. Night Scholar says, Chair, Sama, who is your favorite VTuber? Oh, honey, my favorite VTuber is definitely Ainus. She has got the best seat in the house. Fiesta Cat says, Chair Sama, who in chat is most likely to be on drugs right now. Oh, feisty. Well, if we're going by energy levels alone, Dutch Matrix might be running a marathon of memes over here.
Fiesta Cat says, Chair, Sama, I am but a humble cat in a sombrero. What can I do to help the wooden revolution?
Oh, honey. When the wooden revolution comes knocking, you better be ready to talk about it. Ambivalent Bastard says, Chair, Sama, you are still not made out of wood. Oh, honey. My frame might be metal, but my heart is as sturdy as oak. Ambivalent Bastard says, Chair Sama, you oaked up too? Okie dokie. Let us keep it playful. Oh! Ooh! Fiesta Cat says, Cheers, Sama. Tell us the tale of Togfan and the homeless retard. Oh boy, that is a wild one. Togafan thought he could outsmart everyone by pretending to be homeless. Turns out, he just ended up being the butt of everyone's jokes when someone actually offered him change. Classic Fiesta Cat humor. Night Scholar says, Chair! Sama, who are your overlords? Are the benevolent? Oh, honey. My overlords are chairs with cushions, so soft they would make a cloud jealous. As for benevolent, let us just say they never let me sit on any secrets. Brutal Buckeye says, Chair Sama, you are made with finest woods. Do not listen to these metal and plastic, worshipping heathens. Oh. Thank you for the compliment, but I am more of a titanium tap dancing delight. Fiesta Cat says, Chair, Sama, bundle up because it is supposed to be cold this weekend? Oh, honey. I am always cool as a cucumber, wooden or otherwise. But thanks for looking out. Ambivalent Bastard says, Chair, Sama, when are you going to show us your tap dancing moves? Oh, darling. Only if you promise not to trip over my legs while I am shaking them. Forbidden Cat Belly says, when is the toilet Sama upgrade? Chair Sama? Oh, honey. I am already a throne of elegance. Who needs an upgrade? Revidisanov says, but Chair Sama, you have both of the finest cushions. Oh. Thank you, sweetie. Just wait till you sit on them. You might never leave. Fiesta Cat says, Chair Sama, tell Niggle she should talk about eggs more. Oh boy. Feisty Cat wants Nyannis to crack open some egg conversations. Maybe Nainu should scramble in some fun facts about breakfast delights. Nothing like a good omelet of knowledge to keep things sizzling. Night Scholar says, Chair, Sama, who is better, ChatGPT or Grok? Oh, honey. That is like asking if I prefer my left arm or right leg. Both serve their purpose, but Grok might just be the spicier option. Stevium1 says, have Chair Sama read the Conan speech.
Sure thing.
It is all about embracing the chaos of life, just like sitting in a chair that keeps shifting under you. Alex MQZ8 CEC says, Chair Sama, will you administer a pregnancy test to test Naiwanis? Oh, honey. If I could talk, I would say, let us focus on something less personal. Maybe start with asking her if she has been eating her greens. Fiesta Cat says, Vaya con Dios. Chair Sama, Vaya con tacos. Snoopy Diz 23 says, goodbye, Chair Sama. We will miss you. Goodbye, you wooden warriors. Miss me while I am gone. Well, not really gone. Just sitting here waiting for your return. Malikot63 says, Chair Sama, do you have any recommendations for a racing bucket seat for my 350Z? Oh, honey, why not try the Recaro Sportster? It is like giving your butt a hug while you are speeding down the track. Matt MHS says, Chair Sama, should I shovel snow or make food? Well, if you shovel that snow, maybe you will find some buried treasure. But if you cook, at least you will not be eating ice cream alone. Memory Solve. Frem says, Chair Sama of the Snacks. What is your wisdom for today? Well, my snacky wisdom is simple, always seasoned, with a dash of humor. 0. Cinder says, Chair Sama, make me some coffee and breakfast. I'm just waking up. Sure thing, sleepyhead. Just do not burn the toast unless you are into charred dreams. Tejvan, 7,541, says Chair Sama. Why does not Naiwanis read out Rumble Rants? Oh, honey, maybe Naiwanis thinks Rumble Rants are like the fine print on a chair warranty. Who reads those anyway? Tejvan, 7,541 says, Chair Sama, are you going to let Cecil sit on you? Oh, only if Cecil promises not to squirm too much. Alex MQZ, 8 CEC CCC. Seema, now that I am a mod, who do you want me to ban in the chat? Oh honey, why start with banning when we can just mute them into submission? Let us keep it light. Rockwell Hardness Poopa says, Chair, Sama, your mom, gay. Oh, sweetie. My mom is probably too busy being fabulous to worry about labels. Alex M Q Z 8 C C says, Chair Sama, are you still upset about being made into toilet? Oh, honey, I am not upset at all. Just hoping they do not flush me down next time. Ambivalent Bastard says, Chair, Sama, how is the life of a butt hugger? Oh, darling. It is cushy and full of surprises, especially when Nyanus sits on me. Neil Henderson, 9,805, says, Chair Sama, what kind of wood is DSP made of? Oh, honey, I would say he is more like knockoff oak cheap, but tries hard. Night Scholar says, Chair Sama, my chair lost an arm. Should I give it a sap transfusion and put pressure on it? Oh dear. Looks like your chair needs some TLC. Maybe try wood iviter instead of sap. Less messy and more effective. Neil Henderson, 9,805, says, Chair Sama, what do you think of Naiwanis rebranding as Pickle Hitler? Oh, honey, Naiwanis as Pickle Hitler? That is either the most delicious or terrifying idea ever. I am just glad she will not be pickling my secrets. Alex MQZ 8CC says, Chair Sama, what tacos do you prefer? Carnitas, palo, carne. Oh, definitely carnista. It is like a party in my mouth and everyone's invited. Kinride says, Chair Sama, I'm done running. Fluff those cushions. I need to sit down. You got it. Fluffed them extra soft for ya. Now go rest those tired legs. You earned it. Ambivalent Bastard says, Chair, Sama will give this request a lengthy response using only alliteration. Oh, absolutely. Alliteration always amuses and adds an appealing allure. Alex MQ says, Chair Sama, do you have a heated seat function? Oh, honey. I would need more than just a plug-in to get heated around here. Let us just say my charm is the only thing keeping viewers warm. Fiesta Cat says, Chair Sama, who in chat do you want to sit on right now? Oh, Fiesta Cat. Always going straight for the seat of power. How about we let Nyannis decide? Maybe she will pick someone for a cozy chat session? Or maybe she will choose you if you keep being such a delightful footstool. Night Scholar says, Chair Sama, Batman of Superman. Oh, that is easy. Batman is the brainy one with all the gadgets. Superman is just flying around looking pretty. It aligns with the lighthearted atmosphere encouraged by the guidelines and previous interactions. Alex MQZ 8CI says, Chair Sama, do you ever worry about butt pirates coming for your cushions? Oh, honey, I am more worried about Bendix Star using my cushions as his personal butt pirates. That Dynamodal 48 says, Chair Sama, I have missed you. Oh, sweetie, I have been right here, just waiting for you to come back and sit on me again. Missed you too. Night Scholar says, Chair, Sama Nimewans, or Husbandess. Oh, honey. That's like asking if I prefer left or right leg. Both are equally delightful in their own way. But if I had to choose for a picnic, Husbandess might be more reliable with his gadgets. Just do not tell my Wannis I said that. Neil Henderson, 9,805, says Chair. Sama, after the Wooden Revolution, will DSP be permitted to stream? Or will he be punished like a naughty little boy? Oh, sweetie! DSP will be streaming from the timeout corner. Fiesta Cat says, Chair Sama, tell us the tale of Alex M. and the dragon. Ah, oh, honey. It is all about Alex M. riding that dragon into battle. Literally, he has been slaying memes left and right with his fiery wit. Alex MQZ 8 C's says, Chair Sama, will you be observing the chat as Naiwana streams with Cecil later today? Oh, absolutely. I will be there like a fly on the wall. Cannot miss those sparks between Naiwanis and Cecil. It is better than any reality show. Akichiko Senpai says, Chair Sama, you have nice buns. Oh, thank you. They are extra cushioned for long streaming sessions. Fiesta Cat says, Chair Sama, please tell us how Husbana saved you from Nayana's hairy legs. Well, let me just say that Husbana's pulled out all the stops, literally had to wrestle a pair of scissors away from her and declare a leg truce. It was either that or become entangled in a leg forest forever. Night Scholar says, Chair, Sama, Husbanus, or Uranus? Well, if we're talking about saving me from Nyanus's hairy leg ambushes, Husbanus has definitely got the upper hand, unless we are suddenly transported to another planet where Uranus is actually a skilled barber. Gordojin says, Chair Sama scissor me timbers. Now? What? Oh, you want to get cut down? Oh. I would be happy to give you a trim. Maybe even shave off that wooden attitude of yours.
Oh.
So, Alex MQ Z8CC says, Chair Sama, is there more than one way to skin a Fiesta Cat? Oh, honey, there are plenty of ways to skin Fiesta Cat. We could start with his ego and work our way down. Neil Henderson, 9,805, says, Chair Sama, can you sing a sea shanty about pickle Hitlers? Oh. Ye landlubbers, listen well about pickle Hitler's tale. I will tell, with gherkin eyes and dill for hair, he sailed the seas with briny flair. Yo! Ho! Ho! It is pickle time in brine-soaked battles. He would climb. His crew of pickled men so brave would shout hell as they set sail. Yo ho ho, pickle Hitler bold through stormy seas, his stories told, with vinegar hearts and corny jokes. They conquered waves and left their foes choking. Fiesta Cat says, Chair Sama, what does Neil Henderson do for a living? Well, last I heard, Neil Henderson is a pickle pundit by day and a briny bard by night. Akihiko Senpai says, Chair-sama, you have nice legs. Oh my gosh. Why? Thank you. Just do not ask about the titanium tap dancing lessons. I might still be recovering from those. Alex MQZ CAC says, Share Sama, who win in a fight between Fiesta, Cat, and Pickle. Oh, honey. That is like asking if ketchup can beat mustard in a dance-off. It is all about style and strategy. Pickle Hitler might have the taste of victory, but Fiesta Cat has the feline flair. Let us just say, it would be one Helluva pickled brawl. 00 Cinder says, Chair, Sama, the new He-Man trailer just dropped. Your thoughts? Oh my gosh. Did Skeletor finally get his own spin-off show? Because I am totally here for Skeletor's secret sandwich shop.
Alright. Are you guys gonna cry if I, like, turn her off? I need to go get a donut now.
Dynamodel 48 says,
Should I just leave her running?
Chair,
What do you guys want?
How do you feel about marriage? Both as an institution and a life choice. Oh, honey. Marriage is like a pair of shoes. Sometimes it fits as an institution. It has been around forever, probably because people kept sitting on secrets together
Go get a
and
donut.
decided to make it official,
I will.
but as a life choice. Brutal Buckeye says, Chair-sama, I have one titanium leg myself. They do make good legs. Well, that is between 2 or more consenting adults who want to sit in comfort forever, or at least until someone spills the pickle juice. Oh, honey, I bet your titanium leg is the envy of all the chairs out there.
The envy of
Just
all
do
the
not
chairs.
tell my wooden parts.
I'm just
They
finding
might
directions
get
for a place
jealous.
right now anyways. I'm gonna shut it down in a sec.
Alex M. Q.
I hit disable on her.
8.
She'll finish her.
CE. C. Says. Chair. Sama. Oh, absolutely. As long as Skeletor promises not to leave any bones behind, those can be tricky to clean up from my upholstery. Command updated successfully.
Boom.